People saw that.
That's fine.
How well can you hear me?
I wish not at all.
Fudge lobster.
What up?
What's up, everybody? Want me to do my intro?
Yeah, dude, you can do your intro.
All right. Ready? 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Talks. Today with me is, of course, my special guest, Timo.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about season 3 and 4 of Cobra Kai. Picking up where we left off on the last one of season 1 and 2 of Cobra Kai. And last time we left off on season 2, Kreese stole Cobra Kai from Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's some shady stuff.
He was like, dude, the landlord. I talked to the landlord. He doesn't like you anyway. And like, Kreese has this
Like,
way of manipulation, dude, where he seems like he's treating you with utmost respect.
But
But
really,
that's
he's just
part
doing
of his
dirty
game.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I noticed it a lot more in season 4, like when the one little kid came in and he's all like, Mr. Payne. He keeps calling him Mr. Payne to make him feel like more of a person and shit, dude. Like,
yeah. Well, his last name is Payne, right? So
yeah, his name is Payne, but like he's never gonna call you by your first name. He's gonna call you by Mr. and then your surname.
Yeah.
Like or Miss.
Yeah. Yeah, to make it seem like he respects you, but really he's just looking down on you.
Yeah, he's really being like condescending as fuck, but fucking Kreese,
Mr.
dude.
Payne is season 4.
Yeah.
All right, so season 3, we start off with basically
Miguel's in the hospital. He's dreaming about fighting, and it's his internal struggle of him being like basically comatose and injured with his back injury and shit.
Exactly. Yeah, this man is wrecked. Season 2, Miguel's mom. She tells Johnny she doesn't want him to see Miguel anymore because he's like, she wants him to be like a passive boy, not to be fighting and stuff. And what Johnny was just teaching him was like self-defense, like really to defend himself.
Yeah.
Even though he was doing it in a very bad way. And yeah, so like also Robbie has run away because of what he did to Miguel. Is it Robbie or Ronnie? I always forget. Robbie, okay. Yeah. Robbie has run away. Miguel is in a coma because he broke his back spinal. Oh man, Daniel would get the reference, but you don't. The entire every time I said it, he laughed.
I know. I know the reference now from when Daniel explained it to me, but
no, I explained it to you. You goofy.
One of you guys did.
Oh, so all Mexicans sound alike to you?
No, because Daniel sounds Mexican. You don't.
That's racist. All right, back to Cobra Kai season 3. All right, so yeah, then pretty much the entire it's also like dealing with the entire community and how they're feeling about having the about how they feel about karate. Like it's pretty much becoming like a gang rivalry when it's like on site with everybody just wanting to fight each other. Oh, you Cobra Kai, you Miyagi-Do. It's like the Blues and the Reds.
Oh my god, dude, it's rough.
It's
It reminded me when I was in junior high, and like the biggest rap groups out at the time were the Hot Boys and the Rough Riders. And so, like, there were these kids in school that were claiming Hot Boys versus Rough Riders and shit. And it got so bad to where like these kids were beating each other up. The principal had to make a fucking an assembly for it. And he was from Ghana, Africa. So it was like super funny with his accent. Like he was all like, "We need to put a stop to the Hatata Boys and the Roof Riders." It was like so, like we just start cracking up because his accent was like, oh, I don't know, being edgy middle schoolers in the early 2000s.
Of course, edgy white boys, Rough Riders, and Hot Boys. Really?
Yeah, it was. I was like, why don't you guys pick a real gang?
All right, so pretty much after Robbie runs away, like in like episode 2 is like Daniel and Johnny, they team up to try to find Robbie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then like,
but it's all to get him to turn himself in.
Yes, and then that's what Daniel's trying to get him to do, and then Johnny is like, "What the fuck, bro? Why are you trying to get him to turn himself in?" And then also Tori left Cobra Kai because of all that stuff that happened, the fight that she started. Let me turn off my humidifier because I hear it.
Archangel Sheev said yo to us earlier. I don't know who that is, but dude, yo back. I like
from
that
YouTube.
Picture. I like that picture too. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. It does look like a 2000s edited picture. No disrespect, though. No disrespect. Respectfully. All right. So, yeah. And then we also find out that Tori left Cobra Kai because she needs to make money to support her family and stuff. Because, like, her mother is on disability and nobody... And then she has a younger brother, right? It's a younger brother or younger sister?
I think brother, but yeah, either way, she has a younger sibling.
Yeah, she has a younger sibling, and she's the only one that can make a decent income for the family. So she's like not only going to school, and then like she was also doing karate, but she also
expelled
works.
At this point.
Yeah, she was expelled. She was expelled for starting the fight. Yeah. That's another thing. And so she's just stopped working, trying to get her money going, and that's when Kreese finds out about her situation. And so Kreese tries to help her out the best he can, but really it's only to get her back into Cobra Kai. So he's just like pretending to be helpful just so he can use her in his dojo.
Is this the season where we find out about her really shady landlord and shit too? Or is that second season?
No, that's 4th season. No, this season. It's this season. Because Kreese beats the fuck out of his landlord because like he tells Kreese if she wants the rent lowered a little bit or like paid off a little bit.
They're gonna have to do some scandalous things. Yeah,
she can do some things for him, like which we all know what this is. And I get that the girl who plays this character is like in her mid to late 20s. So she's playing like a 16-year-old. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, so in all fairness, like, despite Kreese being a rotten dude, like, this guy had it coming.
Yeah, so he beat that.
Definitely had it coming.
That landlord had it coming. He deserved that ass beating that he got from Kreese.
But I also think Tori could have kicked his ass on her own, but she would also be.
She could have, but no. Tori felt like she had to hold back.
Oh yeah,
because she feels like she had to hold back in order to keep the apartment and everything. Yeah. The fact that it was Kreese, it took off the liability of what the landlord could do.
Yeah, it made it appear that like don't fuck with them; they're under protection. Yeah. Like some mafia type shit, you know? Like
which it's actually a good analogy for fucking Kreese because he's a very shady dude.
Yeah.
Also, Is it me or does Kreese move better than Ralph Macchio?
Dude, Kreese, like, how old is he? Like,
He's
how old
older
is the
than both
actor?
of them.
How old is
He's
the
pretty
actor that
old.
plays Kreese though? Because he was old as fucking Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I mean, not Cobra Kai, but Karate Kid.
Yeah. He is probably like in his 70s. Yeah, he's 75.
75, and that dude moves like a fucking animal, bro. Like,
yeah, he still
that
moves
dude can
good.
still fight. Like, I would not want to fight Kreese.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. He moves better than Ralph Macchio, and he's like 20 years his elder.
And then later on in season 4, when Danny Silver comes in, that dude moves even better. Like,
oh yeah, he moves good. Surprisingly, that mid kick that he did to that wine bottle.
oh,
I was like, damn,
that was
he
sick.
can do that. Yeah. All right, so back to season 3. Let's see. Were we at the? Did and then by like, you know what? Let's not go in order. Let's just say things that we saw in season 3.
We get
Sam's mom gets involved.
Danny's mom gets involved. She's more prominent character. We learn more about Kreese's backstory of like how he's so fucked up.
Exactly. Like we find out that he's a war veteran, and I think
we knew he was a war veteran, but he always like lied about his status. Like in the show, he was all like, "Yeah, they called me back to go out overseas, whatever." When he's really staying at like a VA fucking like clinic.
Yeah,
type shit.
We saw that in season 2. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
like this man was a shiesty dude. I will say that he was a shiesty dude.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that in Karate Kid that he was a veteran, which is also another parallel to Mr. Miyagi, which I don't think we mentioned in the last podcast.
When they took his purple medal, his Purple Heart medal and shit, dude. Like, yeah. So like, I didn't know Miyagi was a veteran, but I wasn't a Karate Kid fan.
No, how did you not know Mr. Miyagi talked about himself being a veteran?
But I didn't watch Karate Kid movies.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
That's why this is another reason why this show is so fucking good. Because you don't have to know shit about Karate Kid to enjoy this fucking film. Because
but it adds.
It probably does add a lot, but they lay out all the groundwork for you.
Yeah, but not like you didn't know Mr. Miyagi. You didn't know Mr. Miyagi was a veteran. You barely knew anything about Mr. Miyagi.
The very opening shot of the show, season 1, episode 1, they used original footage that was never in the theatrical cut. They were able to pull back the original dailies from the fucking movie and put in footage that had never been seen, for like out of certain angles or whatever, for that. Like when LaRusso beat the fuck out of Johnny in that last kick or whatever in their last match against each other. For like that scene, they pulled back original Karate Kid footage and like played stuff that we've never seen before. It was pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. No, but I was saying, it still adds to it that you watch the original Karate Kid, because like in the original Karate Kid, you know that Mr. Miyagi is this karate master that is a veteran. And then another parallel to Kreese is that when we get this flashback and everything about him, Kreese doesn't regret anything that he's done. If anything, it traumatized him and shaped his mind. When you're watching the whole flashback throughout all of season 3, like you're seeing that it shaped him into this terrible person. And then if you watch the original, the Karate Kid, the 1 through I believe 3, with Mr. Miyagi and Danny, younger Danny, you see that that Mr. Miyagi says that he regrets everything that he's done into the war. He's not proud of it.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't a big fan of fighting. Like he prefers the passive approach until you have to fight.
He hated tournament style fighting too. He hated fighting sport.
Yeah, exactly. Because for him it was violence that made no sense.
Yeah.
So like when you see that, like it adds even more parallels to him and Kreese.
Oh yeah.
And then it adds more substance into season 3 once you get that backstory of Kreese, and then you see how like even war or how they learned karate shaped them in general. And then let's see, what else have we seen in
What's
season
really
3?
interesting though, the first time we see young Kreese, they do a little mind fuck with us. We think it's this one jock dude at the diner with his girlfriend or whatever, and then the army recruiter comes in. And he's like, fuck this flyer. But then it's the real Kreese that fucking picks up the flyer that's getting bullied at his job and shit. But then, so we're like, oh, maybe Kreese might have been a good guy before, and then maybe the war fucked him up. No, because then the next scene later, he beats the fuck out of the jock dude, like in front of his girl. Or do they beat his ass? Do they beat, like, Kreese starts beating their ass, and then they jump him? And
No, Kreese doesn't beat his ass, but he fights back. But he still, because he tried to put his hands on his girlfriend. Remember?
Yeah.
The dude tried to put his hands on his girlfriend, and Kreese showed up, and he tried to help, but he's not very strong, so he got the shit kicked out of him. And then the girl went to Kreese, and they kind of dated, and then he had to go off to the war. He enlisted into the war, and she said that she'd wait for him, but we don't know what really happened with that because, as we know now, Kreese has been a single dude. Maybe the war changed them, and she did not want to be with the Kreese that came back.
Yeah.
So and then another thing that we do find out is Danny's business, because of the whole karate stuff, it starts suffering. He's losing business. He's also losing he's also losing partnerships as well, along with business. So like this company that delivers cars,
partnership with Toyota.
Yeah. With Toyota, which is like a Toyota wannabe, honestly. It's like a fake Toyota. And so he flies out to Japan to try to speak to someone because he's had a good relationship with Toyota in the past, so he feels like he could know somebody that could get him an in.
But here's what made it worse, because his major competitor in the car dealership business was like stealing his gimmick or whatever. He was doing all this like, we're American made, blah blah.
The full like, American. I'm an American,
We'll even give you an American bush instead of a bonsai tree and all this whatever dumb shit.
No, it was a boba tea. You get a free boba tea.
Okay, it was the boba tea. I thought he gave him a plant and shit too.
Oh wait, it was like a fern or a ficus, right?
I don't. It was something. It was something that's
or like a cactus.
That's what it was. A fucking cactus. You're right. It was.
Oh yeah, and then Danny goes into his business and fucking kicks that boba out of his hand. But Danny goes back to Japan to figure shit out.
Okinawa.
He goes back to Okinawa as well to like, maybe go to his grassroots of Okinawa where
Okinawa's the big city. Okinawa's the big city, but then he wanted to go back to the old village later on.
Yeah.
And the old village has become Okinawa.
It's become a tourist spot and everything. He's kind of feeling down because he's like, man, this isn't the Okinawa that I remember, the little village that I remember. And then like he winds up meeting his old girlfriend. Wasn't it Kimiko?
I don't remember her name. I'll look it up real quick. That's all the main people. I'm not fucking. Don't give me the main people. I want season 3.
She's in the Karate Kid 2.
She's in number 2.
Yeah, Kumiko. It's Kumiko.
Kumiko, okay.
Yeah, I was close. With
You
the
were real
name.
close.
I
Kimiko
was really
sounded
close.
too fucking anime for me, but I know it's a
Yeah.
real name. But
Yeah, because I knew it was around there. That's what the name was, somewhere around there. So he ends up meeting Kumiko, and they have a good discussion. She shows him letters that Mr. Miyagi sent to like the love of his life that was living in in the little village in Okinawa. And then like in some of the letters, he Mr. Miyagi wrote about Daniel, about how he's proud of the man he's becoming and all that stuff, and it's like really good stuff. And then he also meets his old rival. That why the
Chosen.
fuck am I forgetting? Chosen, yes, Chosen. He meets his
Chosen.
old rival Chosen, who is actually part of the
Unfortunately,
Miyagi.
it was not the same actor to reprise his role from the
I thought it was
original.
the same actor.
That was one person they couldn't get back.
I thought it was the same actor.
It wasn't.
Really? Hold on, let me check this. Let me check this. Because he looks exactly like him.
It's not the same guy. You're just being racist now.
I'm not being racist. No, it's not. Look, it is him. It is him. Yuji, as a Japanese American actor, filmmaker, and Eagle Scout, best known for roles such as Chosen, Toguchi in The Karate Kid Part 2, and Cobra Kai.
All right, so someone told me a lie then. I was going by what someone else was going by. It was a YouTuber too. I was going by like what someone else was saying back when season 3 was hot. So I'm mistaken. I gave everyone a lie. Don't listen to anything I say. I mean, you should know that by now.
You called me racist. Cause bro, he looks like himself. So, well, obviously it is him. So he, of course, he looks like himself. He definitely looks like an older version of himself from Karate Kid 2. So like, I was like, there's no way I could be wrong about this. All right, so yeah, and he meets Chosen, and then Chosen, they talk to each other about the issues that he's facing out there back in California. They're what, in the valley? Yeah, they're back in the valley. And he's talking about how he feels like he's failing Mr. Miyagi's teachings. Then Chosen tells him that Mr. Miyagi didn't teach him everything about Miyagi-Do, that there's some secrets that he doesn't share with outsiders. And then he's like, what are you, and then Daniel's like, what are you talking about? Mr. Miyagi loved me as his own son. He taught me everything. And then they have some sparring lessons. How dare you, sir? Yeah, and then Chosen shows him some the secret moves of the Miyagi, and actually teaches them to Daniel. And then Daniel has like this enlightening moment that Mr. Miyagi didn't teach him these things, not because he wasn't part of the Miyagi clan, but really that he didn't want to teach him the bad side of Miyagi-Do, which is the stuff that you can pretty much kill people with. He only wanted to teach him like the self-defense stuff, like the light stuff that wouldn't hurt people too crazily, like the secret secret death teachings of the Miyagi-Do that Chosen knew. Granted, he did learn them from Chosen, because Chosen did they had a little sparring montage where he learned from Chosen those moves, because he pretty much knew most of Miyagi-Do. And yeah, and then after that, we find out that Kumiko is actually part of Toyota.
No, she's best friends with this little girl that Daniel-san saved in Karate Kid number 2.
Oh yeah, she's
one of the top people of Toyota.
Yeah. Kumiko reunites him with the little girl that he saved. Yeah, you're right. And then and then she helps him save his business, because she okays a contract to work with them, because Daniel saved her life.
Yeah. During a fucking tsunami or some shit, too. It was wild.
It was like a hurricane or some shit.
It could have been both. It could have been a hurricane, tsunami. Those exist.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like trees, buildings were all falling everywhere. Like it was ridiculous.
You could have been sliced in half by a blowing away stop sign or something. Shit was insane.
So you know what that means. Protagonist powers rise up. Let's go, right?
Hell yeah.
Being the protagonist of your own story in the past helps you in the future.
And I know the plot armor is super convenient, whatever, but it's never built out of convenience because how they lay in all the fucking groundwork from the past. Whatever, with the whole Doyona situation is it seems like it's hella convenient for Daniel-san, but it's also reminiscent of it's kind of portraying of him going through a moment of growth because throughout this entire series, Daniel has not been humble at all, and he still kind of isn't.
Not
He's
humble.
Still and neither him or Johnny are but Johnny seems like he can grow a lot more than Daniel can. Because Daniel already sees himself as high and mighty. I learned under the best karate sensei in the fucking world and whatever.
Yeah, with him it's my way or the highway.
Yeah. Well, I guess to both of them it kind of is. Especially when it gets counterparts in the next season, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get to. I'd say that Johnny learns his lesson more than Danny in the fourth season. Also we forgot to talk about Miguel survives. Miguel survives all of that. He wakes up around episode 4 or 5, right?
It's rough for a while. Johnny's doing everything he can to go and visit him.
He's in a wheelchair. Johnny tries to help him. Miguel has completely given up, but then Johnny helps him realize that he can't give up. The only reason he can't walk is because he's not willing to fight for it.
Dude, and then also during this moment, Miguel's grandmother convinces Johnny to stay at the hospital with them or whatever. It's before Miguel has woken back up. But Miguel had a very important meeting to get with Robbie in probation, or not in probation, but in juvenile. And he ends up missing the appointment with his son to be with Miguel and shit, dude. All this shit is spiraling into oh, dude, it's so good.
He fucked up there.
Dude, he was really trying to go, but how are you gonna turn down an abuela's for fucking request, dude?
Exactly, especially when it was your son who put him in the hospital. So it was a tough situation. This man was between a rock and a hard place right there.
Yes.
This man, he was because Robbie was finally opening the door for him to
dude, he was right on the cusp. Dude, he was right on the edge of
He was because him and Danny were work together to find him and try to get him to turn himself in and set himself on the right path again after he fucked up. And then Johnny, once again, which is a problem of his, is that he drops the ball when he's needed the most.
Yeah.
But at the same at this moment, where he had to go to his court date, Robbie's court date. Miguel also needed him, and it was tough. It was a tough situation, and he unfortunately stayed with Miguel, and it kind of fucked him over.
Is this Robbie. Also the season, or was that second season where their old friend, Johnny's old friend, was dying of cancer, and they took him out for his last ride and shit, and then he died while they
shit! I forgot about that. I think that was season 2. It was before Crease came out.
That wasn't season 2.
It was either season 2 or season 1. It was.
I don't think it was season 1. It was definitely season 2.
Oh yeah, it also taught Johnny another. It was another teachable moment for Johnny.
Yeah. Because in season 3, Johnny was able to get this whole visitation or whatever because he's friends with the one dude, they always call him a priest. He's like, I'm not a priest, like whatever. Fucking, I'm like a minister or whatever.
Oh yeah, and he's right there with Robbie, and he's like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, a lot of that shit just.
It hit. It
hits heavy, man.
It got heavy right there. I felt bad for Robbie, but at the same time, like, bro, you put his star people in the hospital. His number one disciple in the hospital. So it sucked.
Dude,
it's
after he was showing restraint, because Miguel could have won that fight, no problem.
Yeah, Miguel was winning that fight, and he decided to stop. And then once he told Robbie it's because she loves me, not you. That's when Robbie lost it, and he like hit him when Miguel was like, oh, I won this fight, let's end it here. And Robbie was like, nah, bro, I'm in my feelings, and you're going down.
Yeah, dude,
and give him that one kick.
You stole my girlfriend, you stole my dad, like you stole all this shit from me. Like,
exactly.
Robbie legit just hates Miguel for everything.
He does blame Miguel for a lot of his shortcomings, which is it's like, bro, I'm sorry you're going through this, but Miguel is not the problem here.
Because like back in season 1, when Johnny first gets this phone call about his son being a delinquent or whatever, he's like, yeah, call his mom. And then she's nowhere to be found or whatever. So then he does go in. He's all like, dude, I'm going to try to be a part of your life now. Like, I know I fucked up, but
at the same time, I understand why Robbie's still upset.
Oh, dude, I was on Robbie's side from that. I was all like, dude,
oh yeah,
fuck you, Dad, get out of here.
Yeah. It's like, fuck you. Where were you the last 16 years, bro? Like, you weren't around. Like, and now you want to be here?
Yeah, dude. Like, he's like, I've already got a movie deal with Netflix, dude. We're making He's All That. Get the fuck out of here.
I watched that. Not as good as the original. She's All That, but you know, I still watch it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I do want to see it.
You should do a reaction. You should do a reaction video on Twitch only.
Yeah, not on YouTube. We can do it on Twitch for sure.
Trust me. There's one scene that'll make you laugh. I know it will. It has that one dude from Girl Meets World in it too. All right, so back to the show. Yeah, like I completely understand Robbie's side. Where like in season 1, season 2, he should have at least opened up a little bit more. Season 3, when he finally did, it was kind of like
there was too much shit going on. It
was too much shit going on. It was too much shit going on, and Johnny was literally between like his son and the son that he never had. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. Oh, I should have had this lid off earlier. Oh my god. Should have had this lid off earlier.
And then what else happened? Oh yeah, Miguel is in his is like sad, mad,
and glad.
He's angry.
No, I'm just kidding.
What? He's sad. He's sad that he can't walk. Angry at the world for what happened to him.
Dude, he even told Johnny to piss off. Yeah. He doesn't want him part of his life and all this. Yeah.
And Johnny stayed. He did for Miguel what he couldn't do for his own son.
Sadly. I don't know. He was kind of fucked up for a while.
He was.
His dojo was gone. His
girlfriend.
His girlfriend wanted nothing to do with him, and that's an interesting spot to bring in the one gal from Karate Kid 1 shows up in this season.
Oh yeah, she does. And Miguel tries helping him like set up his Facebook account and stuff, and like he's helping Miguel learn to walk again. He actually takes Miguel to a Dee Snider show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Miguel is just talking shit, like, bro, what the fuck? Like I can't walk, and you're taking me to a fucking show.
Dude, at first, like with the whole bouncer situation, I thought he was like taking him to a strip club.
Me too. I thought he was too, because he's like, I'm gonna take you to a place where you'll become a man, right? He was saying some shit like that. And I was like,
and then he had to do like the whole like Make-A-Wish thing where he's all like, this kid's dying and whatever. Like he's never gonna be able to experience this, like, because he's never gonna be.
I thought he was talking about like showing him his first pair of titties or something.
Yeah, dude. Like, and then it's a fucking D. Snyder show. I was kind of disappointed.
It's a D. Snyder show. And I'm like, first of all, you're like, why the fuck is there a bouncer checking young people at a D. Snyder show? It's not that crazy at a D. Snyder show. It's not back at his prime where this man was doing coke off of someone's ass.
Oh man, the ways to be a rock star.
I know, right?
Dude, I gotta say, dude, I hate you a lot less when it's just the two of us.
We vibe more. We vibe better.
We vibe
more. Oh man, I hate you a lot less when it's you, me, and Jake.
Oh, dude, I still say some fucked up shit around Jake just to see what happens. But Jake is a fan of it, apparently. So,
of course he is. All right. So yeah,
Jake's a low key scoundrel, dude. Like
he is. Well, he's not a low key scoundrel with me. I know his stuff.
Oh, dude. When I busted him out on a Super Talks like a while back, and he was just all like, I never did that. It was about him sending me certain videos or whatever. But it was totally him.
That's funny. All right. So yeah, he takes Miguel to the D. Snyder show. He's like, man, fuck D. Snyder. I don't want to listen to this hair metal bullshit. And then like he's like, yo, look at your fucking leg. And it turns out he's tapping his foot. And like he's like, oh my god, I'm tapping my foot, because before he was seeing a physical therapist and nothing was working. Like he couldn't really move. He could barely limp a walk.
I like
and all that shit.
The one scene during the kind of like recovery montage where Johnny fucking sets his fucking shoes on fire while he's in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah, and he stands up and starts like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Oh wait, does he stand up or does he not stand up?
No, he doesn't stand up. Johnny has to get the fucking fire extinguisher and fucking
Oh yeah, that was before the D. Snyder show, right?
Yeah, it was during the like recovery montage before he actually learns that he can walk and shit.
Yeah. And then after the D. Snyder show, they start another montage where he's actually being able to walk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
After a while, and then like and then Miguel is also helping him make his profile so he can link up with what's her face from from Karate Kid 1.
Isn't that like Laura?
I think it might be Laura, but I forget.
Lori.
Hold on, let me look this up because she's actually no,
that's
not. Shit, I gotta look up Karate Kid. I forget her name. Cast. Oh, Allie. We were so wrong. We were so bad. At least we knew there was an L there.
At least we knew there was an L there.
Yeah.
Allie Mills. She's right underneath Kumiko on the fucking IMDb page.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Miguel, because Johnny receives a message on Facebook from Allie. He starts helping him set up his Facebook page, like set it up nice for like the 21st century. Not his 80s dumbass jock bullshit that he keeps trying to push on everybody. And so like they're doing that, and then Miguel's helping him with that while he's helping Miguel walk, and then inadvertently, Johnny starts hooking up with Miguel's mom.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, they were kind of flirting, whatever, because like they had the one date night in season 2.
Yeah, they did. They had that one, and then it kind of just ended badly because of what happened with Miguel.
Well, it would end up. If at first you thought it was just going to end up being a dick measuring contest between Johnny and Daniel,
yeah.
But then, like
it's funny how both
Miguel's mom and Daniel's wife go to the bathroom together, and then that's when Johnny and Daniel start bonding. At first, it's a bunch of dick measuring shit, but then they start bonding. Every time they hang out together, they do bond a lot, but then some fucked up shit happens outside of their control, and then they become enemies again. It's like,
you know what it is? It's like them together by themselves. It's perfectly fine, but then when like a third someone or something gets thrown into the situation, it fucks up the rhythm. For some reason, like them by themselves, they're perfectly fine. They can get along. They can joke around, and then all of a sudden, like someone comes into the situation, and then all of a sudden, like they revert back to their own selves. It's like they can be fine with each other when they're by themselves, but the moment someone else is around,
I think the first time it happened, they were being BFF. They go back to Daniel's house, and Robbie's there.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
Johnny's
they don't
like,
get along.
What the fuck? And then Robbie's like, what the fuck?
And then Johnny's like, what the fuck is going on? And then him and they stop. Oh yeah, Johnny starts wanting to fight Danny. And then like all of a sudden he hears him say "Dad" to Johnny, and then they're like, "You're his son." And Johnny's like, "Oh yeah, like you didn't know he was my son."
So then both of them thought they were just trying to play a trick on each other.
Yeah,
like Daniel thought there was some sick shit that Johnny was doing, and Johnny's all like thought he was like kidnapping his son, basically. Like
he thought he was like raising like converting his son into his son, so like he would like not like his dad or like that, like to like make him look bad comparatively.
I think the second time it happened,
it was with Sam.
Yes. Robbie brought Sam to Johnny's house, and then Daniel tracked Sam's phone to Johnny's house and was into like, "Where the fuck's my daughter?" And he's like, "Dude, chill out, dude. They were kids. They got drunk at a party, dude. They're relaxing here. They thought it was a safe." Like he was trying to explain the situation. And Daniel was not having it.
And the third and fourth time was actually around this time where like Johnny is messing with Miguel's mom, and then all of a sudden there's a reunion, right, for their high school or something.
Yeah, but then there's another one. There's another one when they're trying to track down Robbie because he stole a van from LaRusso.
Oh yeah, you're right.
LaRusso Auto, and then like. They're vibing, whatever, tracking down Robbie, and then they find the van at this mechanic's place, and then they beat the shit out of all the mechanics together. But then all of a sudden they start beefing, and then they start fighting each other, and they allow one of the mechanics to get away or what.
See, it's always like something. It's like they start getting along, but then something throws a wrench in the shit. And then back to the high school reunion. Allie's there, and so like they start doing a dick measuring contest about like who like was like the perfect guy for Allie out of the two of them, and I'm like, bro, she dumped both of you. Stop it.
Yeah, she's married. She's happily married and shit now.
No, she got divorced.
Although she what? Huh?
She got divorced.
Oh shit! Yeah, she was kind of throwing it at Johnny for a little bit, but then I think he wasn't going.
He was kind of going and kind of not going. She found out about Miguel's mom.
Yeah.
From Daniel's wife. And then Allie also throws their bullshit into their fucking faces. She's like, you both are kind of like the same guy, right? Like maybe the reason why you guys can't stand each other is because you see yourselves in each other. And then they're like, what? No, fuck that. And I'm like, she's kind of making sense. Y'all both are fucking they're both thick-headed and they stick to their guns and shit.
They're set in their ways.
Yeah, they're very much set in their ways. They think they're the protagonists to their own stories. You saw that in season 1 when Johnny is telling Miguel his version of the story from the Karate Kid 1. And then we don't need Danny's side of the story because, we already saw the movies. Well, I did. You didn't.
I know I've seen the first Karate Kid, but like it was when I was a child. So,
and then it makes sense.
Huh?
Because in the first Karate Kid movie, like Johnny messed with him. LaRusse, Danny would do something to get back at him.
Yeah.
And it was just an endless cycle. Like not one of them would leave the other alone.
Yeah.
So like it just created an endless cycle. Like one would try to get one back at the other even worse. And so like Allie had some points there where she said they're both fairly similar in some ways, and maybe that's what they don't like when they see each other, and it made sense. And then Allie and Johnny, they leave because they're on a kind of date during the high school reunion, and then
they go to like the carnival and shit, dude. Like
they go to the carnival, yeah, and everything. And Allie is like, "So what's up with this girl? Like, do you like her? What's going on with that?" And then he's just like, "I don't know. Like, really? Like, I think so, but she's my disciple's mom, so I don't know what to do." And she tells him, "You know what? Go for it, bro."
Yeah.
And he does, because they fuck right after that. Right? They fuck right after that, right?
No, I don't think they fucked for the first time until season 4.
No, they fucked in season 3.
Okay, it was just in season 4 they had the awkward moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then like episode 6, that's when Kreese gets the jocks in the season 3. In episode 6.
Oh, he gets the
episode 5 and 6. He gets the jocks because he's like, we need fresh blood. And then once
like
everyone finds out that
all his cronies,
because once everybody finds out that Johnny's no longer part of Cobra Kai because of the shit that Kreese did, everyone's
he's
like,
starting Eagle Fang.
Yeah, they start Eagle Fang. they start Eagle Fang. Well, not after a while. No, they don't start Eagle Fang. Some people leave Cobra Kai because Kreese is a fucking dictator.
Yeah, he's an awful.
And they're like, nah, reroll. Yeah, the entire time they were like, nah, reroll with Miguel and Johnny. We don't know about Kreese.
So we don't have Aisha at all this season.
Aisha because she left. She went to another school. Yeah, after that big brawl, Aisha, who was Sam's friend, and then became sort of evil because of Cobra Kai's teachings, left. She went to another school because she became a monster.
We get more explanation in season 4. Yeah. We'll get there later.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, she became a monster in season 2.
So who knew these hands could be lethal weapons?
Exactly. she threw the paws on people, man.
She said, "I broke a kid's nose."
Exactly. So yeah, and then that's when Sam's mom gets involved. Angela and Danny, they both try to take down Cobra Kai together because Kreese is just damn near evil at this point. And unfortunately,
there's a scene where I think Cobra Kai is banned or something from the All Valley tournament, or they're trying to ban the All Valley tournament together.
Yeah.
But I guess no, that's late. That's
before
later
that,
on. But there's a scene. There's a scene where like Kreese is like manipulating the fucking board. or whatever, and then fucking
yeah.
And then Daniel's wife just goes like batshit crazy. Or is that in season 4?
No, this is season 3, but it's before that, where like she's at the grocery store, and Kreese like apparently stalking her or something, because like he finds her there, and then
No, that's season 4.
No, it's before that.
No, dude, when Kreese finds LaRusso.
No, he did that before that. No, he did that before. He did that. That was the second time he did that.
Okay.
No, he did that before. Because remember, he gets
this is before. Okay, order. This is before the restraining order.
This is before the restraining order.
Okay.
So like, and like he does the exact same shit that he did in season 4, which was hilarious, because he takes an apple and eats it in season 3 too. And like he gets like he manipulates the fuck out of Angela, Sam's mom, because like she's telling him like, yo, we're gonna shut you down. Like you my husband was doing it his way, my daughter was doing it her way, but now we're all working together and we're gonna do it my way. I'm gonna take you down legally. And then she smacks the shit out of him because he said some slick shit like he always does as Kreese. And then that's what leads to him getting a restraining order against her.
Yeah, because she's. Oh, because there's another moment where she comes into the dojo and slaps him and shit and whatever.
Oh yeah. She does come back to the dojo later on as well and slaps him. You're right. She doesn't slap him at the store because he finds her there, and he talks about leaving his dojo, leaving his students alone because of Tori, I think. But that also happens in season 4. No, actually, he doesn't even tell her about Tori yet. Actually, never mind.
Season 4.
Yeah. But they also had that interaction at the store in season 3, but I forgot what they said. And then she also sees him at the dojo, and that's when she smacks him. I forgot that conversation too. So they see each other twice beforehand. And then then we get to the dojo where he's smooth talking the shit out of the committee to let. Actually, yeah, that was season 3.
Dude, there's a lot of shit that happens in season 3, dude. There's a lot of shit that happens in this season. It was almost the best one yet, but then season 4 topped it with a lot of character development on like everybody, with like Hawk, Dimitri, like a lot of the side characters got a lot more development, which was fucking sick.
Yeah. You're right.
But so basically all of season 3 and season 4 are just build up to the All Valley tournament, which we see at the end of season 4. But like season 3 is building it up a lot, dude. Like
around actually pretty much after all the stuff that we talked about is when they're talking about canceling the All Valley. It is this season, and that's when Kreese joins up, and then he talks about how Cobra Kai is here to help, and he's like he sweet talks like all the shit that he's done. Like he's like, I'm late, like ma'am, I'm a veteran of the United States Army. He's talking all like nice and like he's just
he does. He's like
the way he moves is that he acts like he's just like an innocent old man. Yeah, he acts like he's an innocent old man.
Oh,
he does it
so well. He plays like one of the most perfect bad guys like ever.
Yeah, because he'll pretend that he's like a frail old man. He's like he's talking to the committee like
what? Why are you using this power? Why are you using this power that you have just for a fucking karate dojo?
I know, right?
Like, why are you like living in ends meet, like living in VA, fucking like places for like homeless veterans to stay and shit? Like, why are you like why?
I feel like he could talk someone out of their house.
Yeah, and if he can't, he'll fucking beat your ass out of your house.
That's funny. Yeah. And pretty much they're talking about that, and that's when we find out that his wife has a restraining. Oh, he actually makes Danny's wife, Angela, seem like a terrible person because he says that she assaulted him. Oh man, Timon walked away. Everybody, let's see when he comes back. What happens? Timon, you there, boy? My guy.
I'm back.
All right, you're back. You just stepped away for no reason.
I had to run off real quick.
All right. Okay. So what I was saying earlier is that during that committee, while he's making himself seem like a good guy, actually Danny and Johnny, they both speak up too, and they're talking about how like this man is crazy old man that fucks some shit up, and he's like the reason why these kids are acting out. And then they find out that the other guys, Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do, are also there, and then you hear some people say like, "Oh, isn't your son to Daniel? Isn't your son a bully too?" And then he's like, "Who said that? Like that's not true." And then that actually leads to some stuff in season 4.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Oh. And then you get more from Kreese. Like he's making himself like he's a victim, like in this whole situation. And then Daniel's wife.
That's when she jumps in. She has to get escorted out by security.
She has to get and then he says that she assaulted him. Like he's just like he makes himself look like an innocent old man that can't do shit. That's another thing that he did to make himself seem like he's the victim, which is crazy. Okay, and then also around this time, Miguel and Sam, they reconcile and they start getting back together, right?
Yeah, because there's a point where like Robbie like walks in on him.
Yeah, there's a point where after all the
and then he's even more pissed off than before. He joins Cobra Kai. He fucking teams up with Kreese. He's Kreese's fucking top guy now, and fucking like.
Not yet. He doesn't.
But like this is like all this stuff is leading up to it, dude. Like he doesn't have a girlfriend.
And then like it's starting to become Christmas time. So like they start Eagle Fang. Is it Eagle Fang?
It's Eagle Fang, baby.
Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do, they decided to have a Christmas party together, right? That's what it was. Or was it just Miyagi-Do?
The kids, yeah, like they're all teamed up, whatever.
Yeah, they're all teamed up.
Cobra Kai comes and invades.
Yeah, Cobra Kai comes and invades. Tori is like on her bullshit, and they team up to take down Miyagi-Do because they hate each other. It's a gang war for real. It's a gang war in the valley. it's rich white kids.
I love it when they do these epic
fighting against each
fights because for the most part, like a lot of this shit's filmed in a one shot and it always looks fucking awesome.
It always looks clean.
The high school fight in season 2 was fucking like before they would cut to a different scene. Each individual fight scene was shot in like a one shot, and then they did the same thing in season 3 at the house. And they even did a step further, and like they would like cut, like you would see the camera pan over to what's going on over here, and then see it pan over.
That's a good thing about karate. Huh? It can be shot. That's a good thing about karate. It can be shot in one scene, like with one camera. It can be shot like that.
I mean, one shots aren't actually shot in one shot, but they're masterfully edited to look like they are. And shit.
I mean, yeah. You're right on that. Obviously, like we know what a one shot is.
Yeah.
It just means that there's not multiple cameras. It's just one camera. The Office is the one that like made that shit become famous again.
The Birdman movie.
Nah, The Office came out before the Birdman movie. What are you talking about? It came out
the Birdman movie fucking hyped it up a lot.
It was The Office because it was like 4 years before the Birdman movie.
The Office hyped up the mockumentary.
It hyped up mockumentary and the one shot. You get the fuck out of here. You know damn well that you know they were doing the one shot before anybody else started doing it up again.
You got to listen to me when I'm wearing my Steve Jobs shirt. Dude, like
shut up, Steve Handjobs.
I hate you. I take back what I said, but I hate you more. I hate you more when it's just us.
Hey, hold on. Do that again. You were making the hand job motion. What was that, huh?
I hate you more.
Oh, yeah. Give those hand jobs. That's right.
I hate you more.
All right, back to Cobra Kai. They're celebrating their Christmas party, and Cobra Kai comes in and starts like they break into Sam's house because they're having their documentary at Sam's house. And goddamn, like Cobra Kai is beating the fuck out of Miyagi-Do and everything. A few major players are missing because actually some people still didn't leave to Eagle Fang yet, right? Because it was just barely being created, so only a few people joined, right? And then like some people and then during that party, there becomes a transition where Hawk realizes that what they're doing is bad because like throughout the entirety of the third season, like he's basically become an enemy with all his friends because they left Cobra Kai because Kreese is just pretty much an evil shit. And like even Dimitri, the entire time of season 3, he's like they're like arguing and they're not even friends anymore. And then we forgot to mention about like when they were at the arcade, how Cobra Kai just kept attacking them, remember? Like at the arcade when they break into Dimitri's arm.
They wasn't at the arcade. Like they snuck into the laser tag place.
Oh yeah, it was the laser tag place
because Miyagi-Do thought they had a one up on, like they could just jump one of their fucking people. But then Cobra Kai came in and then Sam started getting PTSD from season 2.
Yeah,
and she couldn't fight back.
She kept getting PTSD the entire time. Yeah, you're right.
Like as soon as Tori showed up, Sam just started freaking out and like wasn't able to fight. And Dimitri got his arm broke by Hawk.
Yeah.
His best friend.
Exactly. Yeah. So in the Christmas episode, it's going to happen again. And Hawk didn't really want to do it when the first.
Oh, time. You could see it in his face. Like he's all like
he's like it was torture for him. Like he didn't really want to do it. He's like, damn, I've been knowing this guy all my life.
Like this is the only.
And now I got to break his arm.
Yeah.
And this is a dude that had my back even before I was this strong.
Dude, even after he breaks his arm, he has his back 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, exactly. That's your ride or die best friend, dude. Never let that boy leave your side, bro. Like
exactly. So the second time when they break into the Christmas party and they start fucking up Miyagi-Do, like they're about to break Dimitri's arm again.
Yeah.
And like and this time it looks like they're planning on doing it even worse than the first time. Because I think the first time it was more like a dislocation. Right?
No, I think he straight broke his arm.
No, it looked like just a dislocation.
But
it looked more like a dislocation.
I think wasn't it the Asian dude that was gonna break his arm this time and then
in the Christmas party, yes. That's why like
saved him?
Yeah, because they were gonna do it worse. It looked like he wanted to kick his arm fully, like last time, like they just like popped it off, right?
It was probably more of a dislocation because he did have him pinned down to the ground.
Yeah,
and he just
then like you could see like
snap thing.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then this
So
one was more of like he was up, like they had him like up in the air and they were gonna
like they were gonna kick his arm.
It was the Asian
like
dude
they were
that was
gonna like
do it.
legit break it, and then that's when Hawk turns on Cobra Kai.
Yes.
And like he starts helping them, and nobody really wins. It was kind of like a stalemate fight.
Oh, you know who really lost was the LaRusso family.
I mean, yeah, their
house all that property damage.
All that property damage. Fuck. But really, Miyagi-Do kind of really lost because like they were more injured in that fight than Cobra Kai. They just like it was really that like Hawk was the best fighter out of all the students in Cobra Kai, except for Tori, because Tori was also a badass. That that really helped turn their tables for them. Oh, we forgot to say that Miguel and Danny started getting along in season 3.
No, they get along in every season. They get along in every season.
No,
but at the end of this season, they decide to form their fucking dojos together, and actually actually team up.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, we see how that goes in season 4.
Yeah, so this is the end of season, let's go to season 4 now. We're at season 4 now, basically. Like we talked about the end of like the end of season 4. Like some people switch sides. They go to Miyagi-Do and some go to Eagle Fang.
Miguel is still not 100% at fighting, but then like something clicks at him during like the last battle in like at the LaRusso house to where he was able to still kick some ass. He like
Oh, you know what it was? It was seeing that Hawk turned sides and him and Dimitri working together.
He saw that, and then all of a sudden his back was all like, "We work again."
Yeah. Oh, it was the Asian dude too, because the Asian dude was his bully the entire time, and he was like, "I'm not like." It also clicked in his head. I'm not about to let myself get beat by this fucking bully.
Yeah.
So it was like all of that together, seeing everybody, like fighting back, like to their fullest ability. And
that's who it was gonna break. It wasn't the Asian dude that was gonna break Hawk's arm. It was fucking
no, I mean Dimitri.
Dimitri's arm. It was Penis Breath and the one black dude. I forget his name. They were gonna break Dimitri's arm, and then Hawk jumped in, and because they were the fucking.
The Asian
they were Hawks. They were Hawks cronies. They were Hawks number those were Hawks cronies.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought they were holding him down for the Asian dude. I could have sworn it was that.
No, I think it was. I think Penis Breath was holding him down, and then the fucking black dude, who's always been kind of indifferent. He was the
he was like, I don't really want to do this, but I'm here with my best friend.
Or was he Cobra Kai, or was he Miyagi-Do at this point? I think he was Miyagi.
I think he became Miyagi. He became Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, so
he was part of Miyagi-Do.
Fuck, it wasn't the Asian dude, because you're right, because Miguel fought the Asian dude. It wasn't Hawk that fought him.
No, but it was afterwards, because they were all moving around everywhere.
Okay,
so
you're right. You're man.
So like after Hawk switched sides, the Asian dude started going after Miguel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He was basically going after easier prey, because it was pretty much Hawk and Dimitri that were teaming up. They were doing like a team up, fighting everybody. They were like Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
In that one team where they were like, you go this way, I go that way.
Yeah. They Dimitri and Hawk, dude. Like, I know Dimitri can't fight well, but fucking Hawk could pick up his slack, because Hawk is a fucking beast.
He is. Like I said, he's a top 3 fighter. It's him, Miguel, and what's his face? Robbie.
But like
Oh yeah, like the he said that the black dude joined Miyagi-Do pretty much after the mall scene. Oh, we forgot to mention the mall scene.
Yeah.
The mall scene.
Thanks, Yamato.
Yamato. Yeah, they were trying to they were all teaming up on Dimitri at the mall, and then but this was like in season 2. Yeah, yeah. So he joined in season 2, right? They tried to beat up because Robbie was there, and they all try to gang up on Dimitri, and Robbie and Sam got in the way of them trying to beat up Dimitri. So this is in season 2. I forgot about that scene. Damn, there's just a lot that happens that you
There's
just
a
forget
lot.
about.
Season 3,
And 2, they pick up even more than season 1.
I think season 3 was the first season that it was a Netflix show, because season 1 and 2 was a YouTube show.
Yeah. Season 3, everything goes off the fucking rails. Everyone just like, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of season 3, where like, you know, everyone chooses their side and like they're dead set in where they're at. Like Eagle Fang he was with Miyagi when Tori and them attacked.
Yeah, we established that point.
Yeah. So now we're moving on to season 4, basically, because
we're season 4.
Hawk switched sides and everything, and now we're in season 4, where Johnny and Daniel have decided to team up to go against Kreese because they felt like they needed to like fuse their dojos to go up against Kreese.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, like at the beginning of season 4,
at the end of season 3, Kreese calls Terry. We don't know who he calls, but we know he calls Terry Silver on the phone.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, it's been a long time."
It's been a long time, and then it's like, dude, and then it's like end credits. Season 4, we pick up. I think it's the first like Eagle Fang, Miyagi-Do thing together.
Yeah, it's their first team up, and it went terrible. It's like they're both doing their own
like each student like
they're doing their drills with the students right next to each other.
All the students are scattered amongst themselves, and then each student
lined up
from the specific dojos, because Johnny and Daniel can't get it together.
No,
Brittany told me to stop interrupting you, and I'm interrupting you even more. I'm sorry.
Oh, I am? Oh, she did? Oh, thank you. It's okay. I've been doing a lot more talking than he has, so it's good that he interrupts me every now and then. I don't see her messages.
No, she's messaging me.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, she's at least watching. Hey, Brittany.
Yeah. But so now I even forgot what I was going to say now, because that can't.
No, they. What I was saying is that they were lined up. Remember?
What? Oh yeah. So like they're like this was lined up. They're all lined up, but like they're all like scattered a bunch. And then Daniel and Johnny can't get it together. So Daniel starts like, all right, everybody start off with a quick like Zen whatever dumb shit. And then Johnny's all like, all right, everyone positions, fucking first attacks. And then like a bunch of people just get like knocked in their fucking head on some dumb shit.
Exactly. Yeah, some people get kicked, some people get
But then also that should never be able to happen in any sort of training lineup unless you're because you're supposed to be
properly spaced out.
Yeah, you're supposed to be proper. Like this is what we did in ROTC. Like we would space each other out by our fingertips both ways. You know, like
exactly.
Yeah, so you can never hit somebody in just
basically they did not practice proper COVID distancing. 6 feet apart. But yeah,
we're not there
that shit
yet,
was funny.
Yamato. We're not there yet,
Yeah,
Yamato.
we're
We'll
not
get
there
there.
yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, so like Johnny and Daniel, and then we get a training montage of them training their own pupils, and then like you see it just failing because like it's the Miyagi dojo. There's not a lot of space, and like it's all just getting fucked up, and they don't know how to train their students in that setting together. They need to work it out basically, and then while that's happening,
we
get to
introduced
see
to the man, the myth, and the legend. Terry Silver playing the piano in a fucking bathrobe or whatever the fuck.
Was he in a bathrobe? I thought he had a suit on. I forgot though. Oh yeah, no, it was a bathrobe. You're right.
No, because he does have a suit on later when Kreese shows up to this party that Terry's having with his wife, not wife.
Yeah,
we're doing our own journey.
Yeah, with his just calling her his partner.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, Terry Silver, you're doing good for yourself.
Oh well, we find out. I guess it might have been explained in Karate Kid 3 that he was loaded, but in this we find out that he's been loaded his whole fucking life. But like he cannot continue to do karate, dumb shit, if he wanted to inherit his inheritance.
We find that out later, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we're at first we're all like, "Damn, Terry, like, yeah, fuck this karate shit, dude. Fuck this, like, stay what you're doing."
Like, bro, this is why you look healthier than Kreese, bro. Like you out here living your. He was out here living his best life.
He's got his own personal fucking Asian chef that like hand delivers his food and like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah, stay doing what you're doing.
Girlfriend. He has a hot girlfriend.
Stay doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, he should stay doing what he's doing. Oh man, and then like when Kreese shows up at the party, and like the dude makes fun a little bit about karate. He's like, karate is not a joke; it's a way of life. You never really forget it. And I'm like, bro, I know you try to sound cool with it, but you sound like the lamest shit ever. But it hit a nerve. It hit a nerve for who it meant to hit a nerve to, which was Terry Silver's, because you can see in his face like a switch sort of happening.
Oh, because like this season, I don't know if any of the other seasons had a theme, but this season had a theme, and this season was all about weaknesses.
Exactly.
This season,
like they all have themes of like people going through their arcs and like pretty much just flipping on their ideals. It happened in season 1 with Robbie, where he kept flipping and flopping to like which side he wanted to be on, and he wound up staying with was it straying away? No, he wound up like learning where he wanted to be. And season 2, it was no, actually season 1 was like Miguel slowly straying away from being the good person that he was, and Robbie switching from the bad to the good. And then season 2, it was flipped over on that.
Yeah, and then Miguel became a bad guy, and
yeah. And then season 3, it's like Miguel going back to where he was at. Yeah. And then Sam going through her PTSD, trying to like overcome it. Robbie trying to make amends with his dad, doesn't really work out. And then season 4, another thing that we get is also we learn about Mr. Payne, a new character in the series.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of a nerdy kid.
Check out this comment from Dan Boomer.
Dude, I found an Eagle Fang Jeep in Florida. I'm trying to post but can't. Send
it to me privately, dude, and I'll send it to whoever. I'll send it to Tony.
Send it privately, bro.
Talk about it. But
get up in those DMs.
I might be able to post it. So
get up in those DMs, bro. You got to get rid of the other one too.
Actually, I'll check my
Kazi
DMs.
Bodezi.
He did DM me.
The Kazi Bodezi. Block him.
I did.
No, right there at the top.
There's a new one.
There's another one that there's Kazi Bodezi.
I did block that one.
No, you blocked off.
No, I blocked that one earlier.
No, but there was one before it.
And now it's
there was a message before it. Okay, never mind then.
And now it's not letting me.
I would say. Oh yeah, we meet Mr. Payne, the little kid.
Oh, I like it. I like how we found out that, like at the end of I actually think that's where the season started, was in his perspective.
Yeah, Mr. Payne.
Or unless that's episode 2.
I think it started in season 4. It started with Mr. Payne first.
Yeah,
where, you see him in his room playing his video games, listening to his music, and you can see that he's like a little nerdy kid. Like he seems like a nice little nerdy kid. And then all of a sudden, like you see him like playing his like little Fortnite type of game. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like something Quest.
It kind of looked at like this one game I used to play called RuneScape. It kind of looked like RuneScape.
All right. Well, yeah, it's like RuneScape and all that stuff. So like you can tell like he's a little.
Why'd you angry react to my fucking post? I hate you. Like I don't even care about your Jeep now.
Dungeon Quest. That's
Dungeon Quest. Dungeon Quest. I'd play it, dude. Especially if it's a free MMO.
It looked like a free MMO. But yeah, and then you see him like waiting at the bus stop. He's like doing like some weird little dance, and then all of a sudden the kids in the bus see him, and he like gets discouraged, and then like you see them make fun of him.
You see the one kid. You see LaRusso's son, but I did not recognize him as LaRusso's son until later on in the show, because he had a major growth spurt, and he's like, like I did not recognize.
Yeah, he's no longer like a chubby little kid. Now he's like a preteen.
The kid had a major growth spurt, and then I like how they address it later on.
Yeah,
but
he grew like 1.5 feet. That's why he's no longer chubby. Like just the weight.
He filled himself out.
Yeah, he filled himself out. He had a huge growth. He had to glow up.
We're supposed to recognize this kid as LaRusso's son, but how are you supposed to when this kid
don't
looks completely different?
We're not supposed to. That's why, like, literally, one of the other kids, like, he says, "Hey, LaRusso," so we could realize that's him.
Oh, see, I missed that part. I missed that.
Yeah, and they kind of start making fun of him with Anthony LaRusso, and like that's when you realize, oh, he's kind of becoming a bully.
But
he's kind of a bully. And
see, I didn't even know his name was Anthony, dude. I thought his name was Lapusso.
Lapusso. Oh yeah.
Like in good perfect timing. Perfect timing. You mean Lapusso?
Yeah. And then so we find out that Anthony LaRusso is a bully himself, like because he's like around bullies, but like he's kind of like but he doesn't really want to bully, but like it's kind of like he's like peer pressured into it. It's like you want to be cool, and then the popular kids are bullying, so like you kind of just like automatically join in because you want to fit in, and that's what Anthony LaRusso was going through. But when I first saw Mr. Payne, I was like, oh, he's going to switch so bad. I first saw him, I was like, oh, this kid is going to go through a switch. I already know it. Like the moment I saw him and then he started getting bullied, I was like, oh, yeah, he's going to become a bully himself. I was like, I know it. I was like, he's probably going to go to Cobra Kai and shit.
And I like how he's related to the one kid in Juvenile that used like him and Robbie were like
they brought it back.
But then after they beat each other's ass, they became like best friends.
Yeah, they're like strong people need to stay together.
Dude, but that used to happen, like in like junior high and like high school and shit, dude. People would be like arch enemies, and then they all of a sudden like have this like big ass fight in like the cafeteria or like the commons area or whatever, and then all of a sudden they'd be like best friend. Like that shit happened all the time in high school and middle school. Like
once you know who's the big dog, you just like, all right, cool. We know which one of us can beat who. All right, and then like. So after that, it's like we go back to Johnny and Danny LaRusso, and they talk to each other, and they're like, "This isn't working. Like, you don't agree with my style. I don't agree with your style. We got to figure out a way to make this work." And so it's like they're like, we got to find a way to respect each other. And so they start learning from each other their own styles, and they start.
Oh, dude, I love the montage of them learning each other's shit, dude.
It's so cool because like you see, like Johnny was first learning Miyagi-Do, and then he now gains like a huge respect to...
Johnny was pretty good until the last thing on like the board they have.
The board.
Like Johnny was fucking crushing Miyagi-Do, dude. Like
he was pretty good. Well, I mean, like from season 1 to 3, he's been on his character refinement, basically.
So there was a speech that started going on in season 3 that went again in season 4, where Miguel had to talk Johnny back into doing something, and he's all like,
exactly.
He's like, think of this one badass fucking blah 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 that like he knew Johnny looked up to. And then Daniel did it again when Johnny when he was learning Miyagi-Do, when he was painting and whatever. He's basically like, dude, fuck this shit. And then he's like, dude, think of Mr. Miyagi, dude. He's the one who taught me this shit, and he's beating Kreese's ass. He's beating dude. Mr. Miyagi's the most badass person we both know. Like, just admit it. And then and then Johnny picks up the fucking brush and starts doing the shit. He's like, you right, bro.
Right.
See, and it seems like Johnny is way easier to talk to once you learn his language.
Exactly.
Daniel does not like the only person
it's hard to get to him.
The only person that can get to him is his fucking wife. Like his own kids
Mr. Miyagi.
Or Mr. Miyagi, or people who had a connection with Mr. Miyagi in some sort of way. They're like
R.I.P. Mr.
But like his own kids can't even get to him, dude. That's when this is when Sam starts drifting towards more of fucking Cobra Kai, or not Cobra Kai, but Eagle Fang.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, pretty much but Daniel picks up Eagle Fang fairly well too. Then they go to a hockey rink, and they go to a skate rink, and then they start watching a hockey game, and fucking Johnny is like talking shit to the fucking
dude that gets checked out. Well, first, like Daniel calls, he's all like, "Oh fuck that was checking or whatever. That was like that's 2 minutes in the box or whatever." And then
Johnny says it out loud.
Johnny yells it out. He's all like, "Hey ref, call that shit."
Yeah. And then Danny's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" And then like the fucking hockey player is mad at Johnny, but then Johnny puts it all on Danny. And then they're just mad at Danny when he's not even saying shit. It's funny. Like Johnny is like the dude that just instigates shit in that entire time. He was like, "Damn, bro, you're gonna let him say that?" And then Danny said nothing.
But we find out at the end of this whole skirmish, after LaRusso beats the fuck out of all these hockey players or whatever, Johnny was actually practicing a lesson. He was teaching
him a lesson. Yeah,
he was teaching LaRusso Cobra Kai methods, while at the same time he was practicing Miyagi-Do methods by being there.
Yeah, by not being there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It was like Orochimaru level of cunning.
Exactly. But he really beat the fuck out of that entire team. What the fuck?
The one dude got him once.
Yeah.
When he
At least you
slammed
can
his
say that.
face into the door and shit, dude.
But it was an accident. He didn't even mean it.
No, but then like Daniel just was easily able to fucking get him in these like arm fucking like thing. Like the shit looked really clean, whatever the fuck he was doing. So he beats all their asses, and then fucking LaRusso or Johnny comes back with like a pretzel with cheese and shit. Like, hey, you did a good job.
Yeah, that is right. Yamato said that he was showing him help isn't always going to be there, and you can't always talk your way out of a problem. And that leads back to before that when
Yes, that's true.
That leads back to before that when like Cobra Kai and no, that wasn't there yet. That was another situation. I'm wrong. That was
Talk
afterwards.
no jutsu doesn't always work unless you're Naruto.
Exactly. And even then, it didn't work with Madara.
Oh yeah.
What happened after that? After they do that, oh yeah, Amanda. I don't know why I was calling her Angela before, but Amanda, Sam's mom, Danny's wife. She confronts Tori at her job. You remember that? Am I alone now? I guess so. But yeah, she confronts Tori at her job, and she gets Tori fired because she's like agitating the fuck out of Tori, and like the entire time I was like, come on, you didn't need to do that. You didn't have to get this girl fired. She didn't need. It's like she's trying to like provide for her family, and you're just out here.
She didn't try to get her fired, dude. She didn't try, but she did fucking just steam her up into a fucking way to what like.
That's getting her fired. Come on, she didn't need to be there. She could have waited until after she was done working.
Yeah, you're right.
She didn't have to. She didn't have to like confront her during her shift.
But you realize when she did get her fired, she like you could see in her face, she instantly she's like, oh damn, I fucked up. You can see it in her face. She's like, damn, I fucked up. And she tried to like she tried to pay it forward by like giving her food, like dropping it on her doorstep and all this other dumb shit. Like but that was after Kreese confronted her and told her about her situation. Like she like
that was the second time he sees her. Yeah.
He's like, that's the only person in her family that is putting food on the table, dude. Her mom is sick. Her younger sibling isn't old enough to work. Like
exactly.
She's going to school, putting food on the table and doing karate, dude. Like
and that's when he also tells her, you know, oh no, he doesn't tell her that. Never mind. And he's like, so you gotta just back off of her. Like, dude, like she has a lot of stress in her life.
Yeah.
And that's also what leads to her being probably like being angry all the time. It's all she's 17 years old and she's dealing with the stress of like providing for her family. Her mom is dying basically. And like her aunt
and you find out that her aunt has been fucking stealing disability checks and shit, dude. Like or her aunt like totally looks like a fucking junkie and has been relying on
she is a tweaker.
Her mom's disability checks to fucking for her to get by too. And I'm like, no, dude, get the fuck out of here. Tori like just like, no, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm tired of your shit.
She definitely has tweaker behavior for sure.
Oh, you could like she looked like just by looking at her, you're like, no, dude, no.
Yeah, she was a problem. She's lucky that Tori doesn't fuck her up right away.
She wanted to. She wanted to.
And then like the entire time you see Tori, she's like, I just got expelled from school. I can't handle any more issues, so I don't want to fight anyone at this point. And like she's holding back her anger. You can tell she is. Like she's trying to trying to do better at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and when she gets her fired, and when Amanda gets her fired, she's like, "You're lucky. I mean, thank you for lighting a fire under me and making me want to beat the fuck out of your daughter even more at the tournament." And she's like, "Shit, I fucked up." It was at this moment that she knew she had fucked up. Yeah, and yeah, like getting her the groceries like that. It was that was also fucked up because she didn't say anything there. She just left the groceries there, and that's when Tori confronts her again. And instead of talking to her and apologizing like a decent person, she just leaves the groceries, which is like a handout, basically. Like you're just trying to make yourself feel better for what you did after what Chris told you. And that's not right. That's still fucked up.
I was like, maybe if you keep this shit coming weekly, fucking for like the next 10 years, then yeah. But no, I know that's not gonna happen. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're just trying to,
Exactly.
You don't pay my bills, I do. Get the fuck out of here, dude. And so then she gets another job at like the fucking like a skating rink.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll find out.
No, she becomes a princess at this one job. Remember?
It's at the skating rink. Yeah.
No, she was working at the skating rink on season 2 or 3.
But
season 3.
This princess job is at the skating rink because that's where this party is being held.
No, she was working at the skating rink season 2 when she was dating Miguel.
I'm saying this birthday party is being held at the goddamn skating rink, and
no, it's not. It's a smaller venue.
At.
It's a much smaller venue, bro.
I swear it was the goddamn skating rink. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that soon, Yamado. All right, and then we get more of Kenny getting bullied at school and at home. See, it was a party venue that you can rent out. That's what it was. See?
Okay.
It was like a kid's little party thing. It wasn't like the skating rink. That was season 2.
I could have sworn I saw fucking people skating and shit in the background. I don't know. I'll check it out again later. And if I'm right, that was
the skating rink.
If I'm wrong, I'll be like,
no. What you were seeing is kids running around in the background. Oh yeah, and right after, with that, while that's all happening, we see Kenny getting Mr. Payne getting bullied even more, where Lapuso makes a Dragon Quest. Is that what it's called? Dungeon Quest account, because he's jealous of Kenny like talking to the girl that he likes at school, and so. And also because before that they were at school and they were playing basketball and Kenny just he broke his ankles, if there's a better way to say it. I don't know. He broke his ankles, like he fucking got around him and made a shot and then accidentally hit him with the ball. Well,
I missed that part. I missed that part too. But like,
Kenny accidentally hit him with the ball. Kenny accidentally hit him with the ball, and that's when LaRusso got called Lapuso.
You're saying Kenny has handles?
He has handles.
Damn.
Well, he has handles for a TV show character. He doesn't have real handles. It's little kids. It's preteen candle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The character Kenny has handles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you watch it in real life, you're like, that wasn't anything special.
Okay.
It was like regular, but like they just made Anthony look like he couldn't do shit.
I feel you.
And then like he passed the ball. I think he tried to pass the ball to Anthony because it was his ball or something afterwards, and like it hits him in the back of his head or something. Oh no, he blocks the ball because Anthony's trying to make a shot, and then he accidentally hits Anthony in the head, which makes him mad as fuck. And Kenny's like, "Oh, dude, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that." And then everyone around him is like, "Yo, Anthony, beat his ass. Show him some of that LaRusso karate." And then that's when Anthony's like,
okay,
nah,
okay,
man,
I do remember that now. I do remember that now.
And then everyone starts calling Anthony Lapuso. That's when they start calling him Lapuso. Because like, oh, come on, Lapuso. You never want to do anything. Yeah. And then like, he lets Kenny slide. So like you see Anthony not really wanting to do anything against people. It's just like, his friends are just like peer pressing him into it. Yeah. And then that's when we see the dungeon quest where like he's pretending because Kenny is talking to the girl he likes again. And and then they start talking, and then she tells him cool shirt. And he's wearing a dungeon quest shirt. So like they make a fake account pretending to be her, and then like him and they start like catfishing the shit out of Kenny, pretending to be the girl. And then they also try to chase him and bully him around places. And then you see like fucking Kenny hyperventilating, hiding in the trash can. And that is sad. I'm like, oh man, this kid is gonna turn out even worse.
No, not a trash can, a gross ass dumpster.
Oh yeah, he was in a dumpster bin. He was like in the ones. He was in like the giant metal ones.
I mean, I'd rather jump in the dumpster first instead of getting my ass beat and then just get thrown into the dumpster. So I just he's taking preemptive measures, dude.
Yeah. And then you see that LaRusso doesn't really want to fight as well because they try to get him to do some karate stuff.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that one girl in the pink on the original Power Ranger. I don't know about that. She's a lot younger than that. She looks a lot younger than that. She looks like she's in preschool and junior high.
Which girl?
The girl that Anthony and Kenny like.
Oh yeah, they all look like junior high kids.
Yeah, they look like they're all in junior high.
Or they're like freshmen, or just like this the prepubescent freshmen, like.
Yeah. I've known a couple of those, so like, yeah, I was kind of one of them.
I was a small kid fucking freshman year, dude. Like,
all right.
I was a small kid most of my school year.
Oh yeah. And then at the end of that episode, Kenny calls is on the phone with his brother, and then he tells him about him.
Find out he's the brother of the one kid from like Robbie.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny how he tells him one of the kids knows karate. Oh, they were only touring the high school. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense then. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a high school tour because it's like the end of like, because it's like they're like in their second or third semester.
Okay.
It was like they because like even like Kenny's dad told him that like I know it's tough moving during like halfway through the school year.
Okay. And then Kenny's walking into the fucking bathroom wearing his Cobra Kai t-shirt. He's a member of Cobra Kai.
Not yet.
But that's during the tour.
But I'm not talking about the tour yet.
All right.
Like we're talking about Kenny telling his brother, remember?
Yeah.
But he hasn't even joined Cobra Kai yet.
Yeah, but this is like he's talking to his brother. We find out who his brother is, and that's just him linking up to Robbie. That was just all that scene was. And
remember he's already in Cobra Kai when he goes to that high school for the tour.
That scene was giving us the relationship of the characters, and it was good. It was good.
It was funny. To me, it was funny how he tells his brother, and there's this one kid that knows karate, and he's like, "Karate, huh? I think karate, I might know a guy."
I know a guy that's like really good at fucking karate. As a matter of
fact, we're probably. Boy, do I have the connection for you? So
we're probably even. Robbie King. He's like, we're basically even matched with fucking karate and street brawling, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I believe that his older brother is like a year older or two than Robbie, because he's in juvie. So I would say that he's like a year or two older than, maybe a year older than Robbie. Because like
and also in teenage years, dude, that plays a hell of a difference too.
Yeah, because like you can be in juvie up until you're 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he's probably 19
so.
years
I think
old.
so. Maybe 18.
Because yeah, I think he's like 18 or 19, while Robbie was like just turning 17 when he was in juvie. Because they're all 17 now. All the oldest teenagers out of all of them.
Yeah.
It depends on the state. I would guess so, but like he's a year older than Robbie. He had like a foot in height on Robbie. So like it made him even. He was stacked. He was a lot bigger than Robbie. Like the only thing that made him even was the fact that Robbie knew karate. Because if he didn't, he would have gotten his ass whooped.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, Robbie wouldn't have fucking fought anybody if he didn't know karate. Robbie would have fucking stuck to his shit. Yeah, he probably would have tried to become friends with those dudes because Robbie that doesn't know how to fight is Robbie that's into scamming. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like Robbie's a fucking scammer and fucking so he's gonna try to fucking become friends with people that he thinks he can fucking that can help him run a scam, or that he thinks he can scam.
Exactly.
Yeah. Justin said it's 18 where he's at, and I think I don't remember where he lives exactly. I don't remember.
We forgot to mention that in season 3 we saw the downfall of Robbie, because while he was in juvie, he was linking up with that guy. They were bullying the fuck out of him, and he was trying to be the bigger person. But after a while, he's in Montana. But after a while, he got tired of it and started. And then, like at one moment, he like flipped and fought back, and that's when what's his face? Kreese got his hands on him. Remember, he told him he could come to Cobra Kai once he was out. And then he was staying with Cobra Kai.
I forgot I had my camera off.
Yeah, because season 3, season 4.
I was nodding. I was all like, "Oh shit, my camera's off."
Season 3, Kreese was like sticking his fangs into Robbie, and then once Robbie got out, Kreese was like, "You can stay here. Don't worry." It's like, and then like. And then you see like season 4, Robbie, he's like starting to become more of a Cobra Kai. Like episode 1, he was like, I don't really want to do this. Episode 2, that's when he fully commits. No, episode 1, that's when he fully commits to Cobra Kai, like towards the end of it, because he fights all of them, and then they do a thing where he's like, I'll fight all of y'all.
But then he gets Kenny in, and he's like even more proud of himself.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He gets, but then he sees the route that Kenny's going. Like this is later on, but like he sees the route Kenny's going, and he's like,
not liking it.
Fucked up. I should have fucked up, bro.
Yeah, he's like, I should not have brought him to Cobra Kai.
And then he sees what he's been doing to himself, whatever. Like. Yeah. Daniel might have had a part to play in it when he's like Robbie, he's like, oh, you want me to join your fucking team because you need a female and blah blah blah, and he's all like, no, dude, like I just want you to know that fucking Terry Silver is completely fucked up.
Yeah, no. I know which team you're talking. I know what moment when he comes to Robbie and he's like, do you want to come back? And he's like, you only want me to come back because you need someone.
No, he didn't even want him to come back. He just wanted to tell him that Terry Silver is fucked up and don't.
No, he did because remember he stayed quiet. Daniel stayed quiet when he said that. He didn't even try to fight it.
Yeah,
he stayed quiet for like a good 10 seconds. because he was like,
because if he tried to fight it, he'd been like, yeah, you're right, Robbie. He like, I want you to come. Like, he didn't want him to come back. He just wanted him to look out for himself. That's really all he wanted.
He asked him to come back.
To look out for himself.
He wanted to ask him to come back, bro.
Maybe,
definitely.
I don't know.
All right. Well, back at it, like we never left. After he talks to his brother, Kenny tries to join Cobra Kai, and then Kreese does some fuck shit where he's like, if you want to join Cobra Kai, I have to see your tenacity. I have to see you being ruthless. And then he makes him fight the Asian dude as his initiation. And I'm like, that's very fucked up. That's two different levels of fighters right there.
Very
very different levels.
It's like having a toddler fight a grown man.
I wouldn't go that far. That's like
I know. But I'm just saying, out of like skill level, someone who just
it's like having a 5-year-old fight a teenager.
It's someone who could already fight before he started karate, and now he knows karate too.
But yeah, and then like obviously Kenny loses, and he keeps trying, and then he's planning on giving up, and then actually he's not allowed to come. He
has to leave, back. And then Robbie tracks him down because he leaves his book bag.
Yeah.
Robbie tracks him down. He's like, we're gonna use your fucking running away. We're gonna use your speed as a strength.
Yeah.
And then fucking we don't see
he's like, I'm gonna teach you some stuff outside of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, we don't see that. We see the beginning training of just Keen just like being just like afraid or whatever. We don't see the after training when Robbie's all like, oh, I figured this out. I can actually teach you.
Yeah. But I the way Robbie was teaching him, I was like, bro, you are not doing a good job at teaching him. You are trying to teach him how to be fearless, but not in a good way.
Yeah, but
because you see Robbie getting upset at him and like getting angry, and I'm like, that is not how you properly treat someone. You're gonna treat.
But then he talks to him. He fucking figures out his whole deal. He's like, all I know how to do is just run. He's like, all right, dude, all right. And then if something clicks in Robbie's head, we don't see it, but something clicks in his head. He's like, all right, I figured this out. All right, step back up.
Yeah.
And then we don't see the training after that. But then we see the next day when Kenny comes in and he has to fight the Asian dude again.
Yeah.
And then
he loses.
He does the same thing. He backs away, but then he fucking runs back in and he just fucking sucker punches him.
Yeah.
Because
dude drops his guard and that's when he attacks.
Yeah. The Asian dude's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I wasn't. And
Kreese is like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that wouldn't count as a point.
But
and he's like, this was your last chance, Mr. Payne. So then dude starts walking away. He's all like, where are you going? Take your fucking spot. Take your fucking spot.
Yeah.
That's Cobra Kai material, dude. We fight dirty as fuck, bro.
And then after that, we go back to Miyagi-Do and Fang something. Oh wait, before that, like that's when Robbie actually becomes a part of Cobra Kai, and then he starts teaching them Miyagi-Do in order to defeat Miyagi-Do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we go back to Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do, and Daniel starts taking Eagle Fang students, and Johnny takes the Miyagi-Do because after learning each other's moves, they're like, you know what? Let's switch our students. Let's let them learn both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
And then the Eagle Fang students, they're actually picking up Miyagi-Do pretty well, especially Miguel. And then the Miyagi-Do students are not picking up Eagle Fang because the fucking
he has them on some fucked up shit, bro. Like jump.
Yeah, he does. The first fucking test.
He was like, I laid down 3 mattresses that aren't even fucking placed to where you might happen to fall.
Exactly. and then like the size of the fall and how big those mattresses are is not gonna fucking help them.
No.
They'll die regardless. They'll snap a neck or something.
What you're supposed to do, here's what actual stuntmen do, is you get a ton of like 4x4 by 4 cardboard boxes, and you stack them. You stack them maybe like 6 or 7 layers high. Yeah, but that's not for that big of a fall. You stack them like 6 or 7 layers high. For that amount of a fall, like those boxes would save you.
Nah, for that amount of a fall, they need something bigger, like the air thing.
Dude, no, I'm telling you, this is what actual fucking stuntmen use.
No, that's good for like a 2-story fall, but that's like this is an 8-story fall, an 8-story building, bro.
That was not 8 stories. It was maybe 6 max.
That's still too high.
No.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You stack 4x4 boxes. Maybe.
Either way, they're all trying to fight it. They don't want to do it because they think it's fucking crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
Go back and forth between Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang. Miyagi-Do is actually Eagle Fang is now I believe at this point they're being taught how to grab koi, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and Miguel
they were doing well with their first.
Here's what I would have done if I was Miguel. After I fell into the pond, I would have been channeling some of my fucking inner Miyagi-Do, and I would have tried to grab one while I was in the pond. Because it wasn't a rule that you couldn't be in the pond to grab a koi. You just had to grab
They all went into the pond to grab the koi afterwards.
No, they didn't. They fucking
No, they did. Remember, they were circling the pond, and then they waited for the koi to go.
Yeah, but they didn't go in the pond. They circled the pond.
Did.
They didn't go in the pond.
No, they were in the pond.
I'm gonna wait for Yamato to correct one of us because he's going to.
Yo, Yamato. Right?
Yamato's gonna correct one of them.
They were in the pond at the end when they actually did grab the koi. Am I right or am I right? They were in the pond.
They were in the pond. All right. You win.
Yeah, they were circling the pond to create an area so the koi would get scared and they would go inside. They would go under it, and then they grabbed the koi.
But when I was watching it, and when Miguel fell in the pond, and I was all like, dude, you have the most advantage now, dude. You can actually just catch one while you're in there.
Yeah, because he got the idea after falling into the pond, bro.
But like that's what I thought of. But that's what I thought of instantly when he fell in.
So did he.
No, he didn't, because it took the whole rest of the fucking season for him to figure it out.
No, it didn't. It was the same episode. He figured it out. He literally figured it out as soon as he fell in the water. It took him because at first they were struggling when they were outside of the pond. Exactly, they were herding them into one area. Yeah. But like at first, he was struggling. They were struggling for a long ass time when they were outside of the pond. But the moment Miguel fell into the pond, he got that idea of leading the koi, of herding the koi right underneath the thing, and that's when they were able to catch the koi.
And that's at this same time, Johnny and Sam were having a pep talk about.
Yeah, they were having, and that's when they went back to it, and they were just stuck there because no one wanted to jump, and then he called them a whole bunch of quitters and all that shit.
And this is a lost cause, fuck y'all. And then Sam was putting New Worlds into perspective, and she said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna jump." And she did it, and she kicked ass, and she did it. She did it.
I did it.
She fucking did it, dude. Like, I was all like, dude, if she fucking injures herself, because no one Cobra Kai, you don't know what the like. If she fucking injures herself, Here comes fucking LaRusso and Johnny fucking squab. I thought that was gonna be the reason for them squabbling again and fucking going toe to. I was like, she's totally gonna fuck this up, but no, she did it. She did it. She did it.
Oh, don't we also get Terry like breaking that bottle of champagne?
Oh, we have a whole lot of shit going on with Terry.
Yeah, like you see him like every now and then we go into him and like you see him like leaning back towards karate a little bit, like in that scene when he goes into the wine cellar and then like he kicks that bottle of champagne. That was
immediately after Kreese left the party. He goes down in the wine cellar and kicks it, and then like it's like a couple days later. He's listening to fucking the stock market in Korean. Mm-hmm. He's listening to the fucking stock market in Korean, and his personal chef brings him a fucking creme brulee for fucking breakfast.
Yeah, and then he's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want this. And then that's when he calls Kreese and he starts joining Kreese, and he joins Kreese again.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing that we forgot to mention is like when Danny and Johnny are like finished learning both of their styles. Danny breaks the top part of Johnny's bottle with his hand, and then like Johnny's like impressed. He's like, "How the fuck did you learn to do that?" And that's when we got that like, well, Mr. Miyagi was the baddest, the most badass of them all, and he learned that from him. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, and then when Johnny and then after we get that little story with what's his name? Terry? Yeah, Terry Silvers. We go back to when they all head back to Miyagi-Do, and then you see that Miguel and Danny are hanging out more, and Johnny starts to get jealous because Danny is taking Miguel home instead of him because he feels like he's losing his son.
Dude, he's also lost his girlfriend because in this season, this is when Miguel brings up in front of his mom. Miguel brings up in front of his mom that Johnny had a date with his fucking old high school fucking crush.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
He's like, he's like, "You're the worst wingman ever."
Bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So then right away, dude.
And he's like trying to explain to her like it wasn't like that.
Johnny instantly is all like, "Bro." And then you can see in Miguel's mom she's all like,
he's like,
didn't we fuck that night?
Exactly. And then he's trying to go to her like it wasn't like that. It wasn't really like that. Like, trust me. And then she's like, you know what? Let's take it slow. And I was like, damn, bro. You fucked up. What your people fucked up. I was like, I felt bad for him. I was like, damn.
Y'all always throwing us some curveballs, Cobra Kai, dude. Stop it. Damn, I thought we were gonna do like 1 hour talking season 3 and 1 hour season 2, and we did do 1 hour season 3,
and then whatever. Season 4 has a lot of meat potatoes.
I keep on forgetting about all the shit that happened in season 4, but then like there's a lot. God damn.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We did do really good of keeping season 3 to an hour.
Exactly.
The season 4, man, there's so much going on. There's the All Valley tournament that's happening. Yeah. All of a sudden, there's a girls' division.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're not even there yet.
Exactly. We forgot about Amanda and Tori having their conversation.
We talked about that.
Yeah, because like Tori is starting to realize like because her aunt visits her and she's like, damn it, I'm gonna drop out. I need to get at least my GED or go back into school. And that's when she visits Amanda to like,
He's like, I might need your help. I might need your help. And this is like we're like Tori's going through some growth.
We forgot to mention this before that when like she sends her the groceries, Amanda tells her, you know, it's not bad to ask someone for help if you need it. And so when she gives her the groceries, but she never apologized. She just tells her it's not bad to ask for help. And like Amanda helps her set up like find out who she can call to like help her mom who's in disability and like get her some government help. And then also she drops the charges for her so she can go back into school. And Sam comes in and, you know, she throws a huge hissy fit.
What the fuck is she doing here?
What the fuck is she doing here? That's my mortal enemy. And then Tori, and then Amanda's like, yo, just, you know, just chill, Sam, because you don't even know what's going on in her life. You don't know her business. So, you know what? Treat her better. Try to be better. And then she's like, no way I'm treating this bitch nice. And this is after.
Dude, we're getting really close to a point that we're getting really close to Aisha's like appearance. We're getting really close.
This is when she goes to visit Aisha because she wants to talk to Aisha. Yeah.
Because this is still before then.
No, I know. Like right after this, she goes to visit Aisha though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like after all of this, she's like, why are you guys like helping her out? Look, y'all know what she did to me, what she did to this house. And like they start arguing, and then Danny and Amanda get into somewhat of an argument, and then Amanda tells him that she herself almost went to jail. So she's just like, and how she had a helping hand, and how she sees herself in Tori and wants to help Tori to become a better person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we find out. Like, dude, she becomes way more of a character season 3, season 4, and like,
oh yeah.
And so then, she sees herself and I forgot when she was telling
exactly.
And Daniel's like, "Why did you ever tell me this?" She's all like, "Dude, this is stuff I put behind me. Like, I thought you would have done with all your fucking karate dumb shit. Put it behind you."
Yeah. She's like, bro, this isn't something you tell someone on the first date. Oh, I might have been a felon.
I mean, but eventually, you should find that stuff out.
Yeah, you should have told them.
If you're married and whatever, you have a family. Like,
you should tell them before you have 2 children.
Yeah.
It's probably something you tell them like maybe a year before you get married.
Before I started dating Britt, dude, she's all like, "Have you been to jail?" And I told her, like, I answered honestly. She just asked randomly, like before we started. I was all like, "Yeah, dude, I actually have." And she's like, "Oh, what for?" And I was like, like traffic shit, marijuana. She's like, "Oh yeah, none of that's a big deal."
Try to get that expunged.
I probably could.
That's what I'm saying. You should probably try to get that expunged. Or maybe wait until this becomes federally legal because, you know, weed being stupid.
They were trying to get me on like trafficking and shit though. Like it's different than like regular possession, dude. Because I did have intent to deliver. I was set up on a fucking charge with intent to deliver. So like that's different than just regular possession.
True, you're right, but it's just weed.
Yeah.
It's just weed. You're like, now that it is legally being sold, this should not be a charge anymore because this is a drug that you guys don't even consider a drug anymore. Which I
work at a goddamn marijuana cultivation plant. You know?
Yeah, you do now. You work at a marijuana cultivation plant. I'm sorry. All right, we'll get back to Cobra Kai. I'm sorry. All right. So during this process, Terry Silver comes back to Cobra Kai and he helps teach everybody. And you see him trying to like slowly revert back to his old ways of Cobra Kai. You see him going like slowly going back to his old ways. And then eventually you'll see that he rolls off the deep end. So like while they're teaching Cobra Kai, they're kind of fucking with Johnny and Danny with their relationship, and then once they learn that Terry Silvers is back on the scene, Danny goes back to his old ways, and he's like, "No, we need to,
dude,
Danny,
Danny, I think Danny, like we don't see it, but I like we don't show like we do kind of see some flashbacks of Danny training with Terry Silver,
yeah, we do,
but like
yeah, they show us,
but Danny is going through some shit as soon as he sees Terry Silver. Like when they show up at Miyagi-Do,
some trauma.
Like, Danny is going through some shit, dude.
Some trauma hit him.
He instantly just flips his script. He's all like, "No, like this dude is the like He's like, I thought Kreese was bad, but fuck, this guy's back. This guy's fucking back. Oh my god."
I believe this was Karate Kid 2, or was it 3?
No, this is Karate Kid 3, because Karate Kid 2 is when he goes to Okinawa.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then he comes back. Oh yeah. Karate Kid 3 is when Terry Silvers comes back and he tries to get.
Dude, I haven't even seen the movies, and I know the order.
Yeah. I forget, man. I forget. I'm sorry.
Because the show tells you.
You're right. The show does tell you. So once they see Terry is back, Daniel is like, "No, we got to move strictly to Miyagi-Do. We can't learn Cobra. We can't learn Eagle Fang. We have to learn strictly. We need to learn strictly Miyagi-Do." And then that causes a rift within Johnny and
Daniel.
Oh, but before that, we forgot to mention about how nobody's getting along with Hawk except Hawk.
Oh, dude. I wanted to bring that up way earlier.
You forgot to mention that.
He's just
when
like,
Hawk joins
everybody's treating him like shit because he's burned. Daniel tells him straight up. He's like, "Dude, you burned every bridge that you've ever built, bro." Like,
no, I remember. Yamato said because Miyagi said he was done teaching him and he felt betrayed, so he ended with learning Cobra Kai from Terry. I remember that. I just forgot which series, if it was 2 or 3. I forgot which. It was
a third movie. Yeah.
It was the third movie. I remember what happened. Mr. Miyagi told him that he taught him everything he needed to know, and he felt like he didn't need to learn more. So he takes him back, and obviously he teaches him a bit more. But yeah, Terry Silver obviously fucked him up. But before that, let's talk about Hawk. Nobody. This was around the time when Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do, they still didn't switch their students, and they were trying to practice in the same area, and then like it just kept fucking with them. Because they would try to Miyagi-Do would try to be in their zen, and then all of a sudden they would hear Johnny screaming like, "You fucking pussies!" Like, throw your back into it. Oh man! And then Hawk is trying to get along with all of them, but nobody is trying to fuck with Hawk. And every time he would be somewhere, he would be Dimitri would see him and he would try to talk to him and be nice, but everyone else would be like, "Nah, fuck you. You're a fucking asshole after all the shit that you did previously." And then they told him he had to learn, he had to do it prove with his actions that he has changed and that he's wanting to be part of everything. And Daniel went off on him. It was like, "What do you expect? You turned your back on when he tried to talk to him and gain some knowledge." Daniel was pretty much off the fucking edge, and he told him, "What do you expect when you betrayed everyone in this fucking group? Why would they even trust you?" And set him off. But then that caused a bit later for Hawk to help expand Miyagi-Do dojo, since they had a whole group of people there, right? which was nice because then everybody started helping him, and they started getting along even more during that time. Right, Timon?
Yeah.
But then everything hit the fan when Terry came. When Terry, see, it's always like a third thing. It's always something that just like causes them to rift apart when they're starting to get along. And this time it was Terry.
Terry Silver shows up.
Yeah, Terry Silver shows up, and then Daniel went back to his old ways.
But this is actually what made them. This is actually when. This is what made them decide to split up Eagle Fang and like for the first time. But then, for like the good way, it made them. It made them not like split. It made them split up in the good way. Like, let's teach everybody our different things.
Exactly. So they could have a balance.
Daniel and Miguel bonding is a whole. Like, there's like how many arcs are in this fucking thing?
There's a lot. Hawk gets an arc. Miguel
Hawk
gets an arc.
has a major fucking arc.
Mr. Payne gets an arc. Robbie gets an arc. Sam gets
Robbie
an arc.
has a major fucking arc and character growth.
Tori has the biggest arc out of all of them.
Samantha and Tori.
No, Tori's
Samantha doesn't really like Samantha. Sorry, so Samantha
doesn't have an arc. She has a small arc, but it's not like she doesn't learn her lesson.
So here's what pisses me: like she does, but it's like leaning more towards like Eagle Fang. But then here's what pisses me off about Samantha: she goes and visits Aisha, right? Aisha like wasn't really acting her best, but she does deliver a really awesome message. Like, she goes to this new school, she sees this girl that she's all like, dude, this girl will probably try to bully the fuck out of me. And she goes off and makes the first move and like compliments her shoes that she claims she didn't even like anyway. She compliments her shoes, and then all of a sudden they're best friends at the high school. They're best friends. They're great. She said, "I struck first." Like, she said, "I struck first. I don't fight anymore. I'm not using karate, but I'm still using the lessons that I learned from Sensei Lawrence."
Yeah.
Like, I'm still like, so then I'm thinking after when Sam's hearing this message, the next time she confronts Tori, she's going to try to befriend her. She's going to try to like, but no, she makes it even fucking worse.
She does. and this was before the mom starts talking to Tori.
No, this was after.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I meant I didn't mean like the second time. This was before the second time.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna make your life a living hell, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Like I'm like, Sam, you fucking moron. Like, you didn't
That's
listen
not
to
what your friend was.
You didn't listen to a thing Aisha told you.
Yeah. Her lesson was literally, when dealing with bullies, it's easier to strike first and try to befriend them. So that way they wouldn't be a bully.
She's basically telling you to be a better person.
Exactly.
Like,
she was literally telling you.
Like,
and then like she was like, I am not the bitch to mess with, you fucking asshole. So you better watch yourself. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? That is not what you're supposed to be doing.
Seasons 1 through 3, you could be on the cusp of fucking season of being Team Sam or Team Tori. Yeah. Season 4, all the way Team Tori. All the way Team Tori,
like,
dude.
Like, no Sam at all. You see Tori's side. You see her side. Tori's trying to become a better person.
All the way Team Tori, dude.
Like, all the way Team Tori for sure. Tori is trying to better herself. She's trying to like become a better person. She wants to become the guardian for her brother. She's really trying to like carry all this responsibility.
She's doing
at such a young age.
she fucking can with what she has,
Yes.
and she's crushing it, dude. Like
exactly. And then Sam was never really making good decisions all of the seasons.
No.
She was hanging with the wrong crowd season 1. Season 2, she was going back and forth between Robbie and Miguel, which caused the end fight of season 2. Season 3, I forgot what she did, but season 4, she kept antagonizing Tori when Tori was like, "Yo, I don't want to do this anymore."
Dude, she came at her at her job, dude. Like
exactly.
And you cannot blame Tori for fucking getting them little kids to fucking glitter bomb this bitch, dude. Like,
she did steal Miguel. I understand why Tori would be mad, but the way she handled the situation was too far.
Dude, high school relationships are just a bunch of dumb shit anyways. Like, and True. I get it because, like, people were dramatic as fuck about high school relationships. I was in high school. I was there.
It's puberty, man. It's puberty. It's puberty. Puberty fucks them up.
Oh, man.
And then after all that bullshit, we get a little thing with the All Valley Karate Committee, where they're like discussing about changes about it, where they make a girls division, and I was like, I don't like the fact that they made a girls division.
I really don't, because like the girls are just as badass as
the all girls the dudes. Are just as badass.
Like, every girl in the show is just as badass. It's fucking yeah. But I do kind of
Amanda was seeing like Sam being very catty, and she was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on with you?" Like, yeah, because Yamato just said "LOL," but yeah, Amanda saw the whole thing that Sam started the shit at the party, and she was like, "Yo, Sam, what the fuck is your problem?" Like Amanda, like when she saw the way Sam was treating her, she was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on with you, Sam? Leave her the fuck alone. You instigated this." And she instigated season 2 by kissing Miguel when she was going out with Robbie.
Dude. Yeah, Sam is a very flawed character.
Yeah. But Miguel had a girlfriend. So like she caused him and her to cheat. Fucked up.
Just
and then the fight at the
trying to cause the fight at the party for Cobra Kai or whatever to see or whatever. Like she was doing the shit on purpose. Like she's like
the shit at the dance and at the party where like what was it, homecoming or prom?
It was
it was Robbie.
It was one of those. It was one of those. They're homecoming and prom are basically the same thing.
Yeah, it was Robbie and Tori. They kind of were there to make them a little jealous, and then
because Tori was able to get Robbie in, because Robbie is still expelled from school, but Tori was able to get him in as a +1 and shit, dude. Like,
exactly. Yeah. And then you know they did that to make him a little jealous, but like Sam had to take it too far again.
Yes.
Because if it weren't for Sam, they would have never fought. They would have never fought at the after party at the prom. And they wound up getting thrown into the fucking pool like idiots. And then Robbie and Tori had a cute moment. And then that's why Miguel and Sam went home and they were arguing. And Sam ruined their prom. Like she really fucked up season 4.
Yeah. She's like, "Why are you looking at Tori dancing with?" He's like, "I'm not." He's like,
but she's also looking. But she's also looking at Robbie and Tori dancing.
He's like, "You're the." He's like, "You're the one looking at them, dude." Like, I'm looking at you, looking at them, looking at me, looking at you, looking at them.
Exactly. They were both doing it. That's the thing. They were both doing it. It's like they were both jealous. Robbie and Tori are both their exes. They both fucked with them and cheated on them. So of course, like they're gonna be looking at them. But what they should have done is move somewhere else instead of just constantly staying there and staring at them.
I mean, Tori was trying to flex, but she was trying to make him jealous. She was not gonna do anything. She was just there.
She wasn't.
She was not gonna do anything like that was gonna cause violence. She definitely was there to flex. She definitely was there to flex.
She was there to cause some jealousy for sure.
Yeah.
But it was honestly only because she kind of liked Robbie. Come on. Robbie's a heartthrob.
Oh, yo, she definitely does. She definitely does like Robbie. Like that, and like so
like when she threw him on the mat, there was some spark there.
Yeah. And they're both on a path of redemption.
Exactly.
They're both on a path,
they're both realizing that Cobra Kai is not the way.
Yeah. Oh man, dude! Like season 4.
Season 4. All right. So back to the All Valley Karate Committee. I don't like that they made a.
So yeah, you said you don't like it, division. But like I don't like it either. But here's why I do like it. It made Eagle Fang desperate to get female students.
You're right. It added characters.
And it gave us one of the best montages in the entire fucking series of fucking Johnny trying to fucking get female students in the high school.
I know, right? He was making it seem like he was picking up chicks, which is fucking terrible.
Like,
this kid.
He was.
We need some super hot babes.
He was making himself look like a very bad human trafficker. Like,
yeah, or a predator.
A predator, like all this shit until they run into the most glorious person in the entire series, which is Moon.
Moon is the best.
Moon's like Moon was willing to join karate, and she's like, "Oh, I have to hit people." No, never mind. Like, but I can hook you up with my ex.
Yeah,
she's all about that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Miguel starts talking to a girl and it's going like really good, but he doesn't ask her to join Cobra. He doesn't ask her to join Eagle Fang, which is hilarious.
But then here's a big twist that happens. So they're on the verge of convincing Moon's ex to join Eagle Fang. But then all of a sudden like out of nowhere, all sorts of Cobra Kai merch just like drops into the high school fucking female area, whatever they're doing, like whatever female sports are going on. So then like all these chicks just randomly join Cobra Kai, including Moon's ex. So now they're desperate.
So like they see it on the live where like she posted or like on her Instagram something, and like on her Instagram story, I think, where she joined Cobra Kai, and they're like, "Fuck, that's our only chick." And then they're at a debate team.
Yes, now they're desperate, and like Miguel's all like, "What are you doing here, Johnny? You thought the debate team was stupid." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but here's what I come up with the best solution. We're gonna dress penis breath like a gal, and we're gonna have him fight the women." And that's a terrible fucking idea. And then they see the fucking one girl debating and like just ripping books in half and fucking just crushing shit. And he's all like, "Dude, I just found the most badass gal in the fucking valley."
Which she is. She's fucking cool.
She's cool as fuck, bro.
Cool as fuck.
Oh man.
And she's like what, a freshman in high school?
Was she just a freshman?
She looked like a freshman. She looked like she was that tiny.
But she's also Asian, though.
That is racist, bro.
Dude, they're smaller people.
That's wrong. That's a lie.
Dude.
All right. So back, they actually get to recruit her.
I can pull fucking like geographical fucking stats of like height and like shit where like genetics and all that shit, dude. Like,
Okay, but back to the show.
All right.
All right. So they get her to join Eagle Fang, and she's learning very fast. And then she tells them, it's like, yo, I'm competitive as fuck. I want to be good at anything I do. It's like whether it's debating someone or fucking someone up, which is hilarious.
They have her
Yes.
fucking like kicking every dude in the fucking junk, and like
Yeah.
her training is awesome.
Her,
Like
yeah,
all
her
of her
training is
training
awesome.
montages are awesome. Like,
what did Yamato say? He also told Johnny that Miguel wasn't strong and didn't know how to fight, but Johnny made him into a champion. So don't judge someone by their cover. Give them a chance like you did me. Oh yeah, yeah. That is true. He didn't word it right, but you know what he was saying.
oh, dude, I know Yamato.
But that girl is.
I after knowing Yamato for like X amount of years, dude. Like I know his typos, dude. Like just like Jeremy fucking, or just like you. I know your typos, dude. Like you fucking type like it's dumbass all the time.
I have fat fingers, man. It's hard to type on a little screen. I type better when I'm on a keyboard. But that's true. It's true, dude. I work for companies on computers all the time. I know how to type.
Yeah, but you get fired all the time too because they can't afford you.
That is true. I'm massive. Yeah. Last company was like, yeah, you ran out of money, so we're letting a lot of you people go.
That's happened to me. That's happened to me before too. Where like,
you're right.
I like just got promoted, and then they're like, "Oh, we're doing fucking national wide layoffs."
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. They're like, our money's kind of tight right now, so we have to let some people go. But they paid me for the 2 weeks that I didn't work after they let me go. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll take that money.
Yes. Severance packages are pretty sweet, dude. Like
they were. I wasn't. I the last paycheck was last week, and I'm on unemployment right now. Yeah, we know what you meant, Yamato. That Miguel told Johnny that.
You see messages like 5 seconds before I do. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, we know that you meant that Miguel told Johnny that. Yamato, about like him turning Miguel from nothing to something into like one of the top 2 fighters in the fucking show, because it's him and Robbie who are like the best fighters.
So like I don't get why you always see messages before I do, and I'm the one.
I keep my eyes on
screen.
I keep my eyes on the screen.
No. You like. There's been times where you'll literally see some shit, and then it will pop up on my end. You're like, why are you coming?
I have better internet than you. I have better internet than you. Okay, so back to the All Valley Tournament Committee. They're making their own decisions. But yeah, you're right. It does lead us to getting like some cool girls on the competition. But at the same time, I don't like it because it's splitting them up like girls aren't as skillful as guys. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like,
it's about skill.
I dislike it for the same reasons you do, but I like it for the reasons that they.
It's about fucking skill. I get it. They wrote that into the show in order to get more girls into the karate tournament.
Yeah.
In order
but they're all nonsense characters. We don't know anything about them. We don't.
We probably will soon.
Yeah.
What they're probably gonna do is like these by the next season, all these characters are gonna leave, like Miguel, Tori, Sam, and then they're gonna have these characters take over. That's probably what they're gonna do. Well, they're 17. They're about to go to college.
Oh,
this is their final year of high school.
Yeah, you right. Damn, I didn't think about it. Yeah, because the under 18 tournament and whatever dumb shit. Yeah, you right. And there definitely is going to be a season 5, and like.
Yeah, I mean they already finished writing it.
With the success this show has, dude, it could go on for a long time. but I don't
Yeah,
think it
Miguel
should.
already left. You're right. Miguel did leave to find his dad. You see?
Oh, yeah. Oh, god damn, there's a bunch of shit that happens. Robbie reunites with his dad finally. He's like, dude, I'm tired of fighting. Let's get this shit over with. Miguel leaves on a bus to go find his dad. Like, he's going to Mexico, basically. Like,
all right, let's get back to the All Valley tournament.
The All Valley tournament.
So after
because everything else we've talked about that leads up to this, like, in sporadic.
All right, not the All Valley tournament. The lead up to the All Valley tournament, because there's a little bit more. Kenny gets bullied a little bit more, and then Danny and
we didn't bring up the I think this is what you're talking about at the
were they still Kenny's close
at the drive-in movie theater?
Not yet. The where they try to bully Kenny at school and they take his clothes, and then after that they chase him. No. Where he starts talking to the girl that they all like, and they chase him. He's already learned karate. He goes into the library, turns off the lights on them, and starts beating the fuck out of them. One at a time. He beats the fuck out of them one at a time. And then that's when Danny and Amanda get called in, and they find out they find out that son's bully, and that it's not a one-time occurrence, that it's happened multiple times, and it's also been cyberbullying. And that's when you see Kenny going through his final shifts in his character, where he's like you see him like smiling evilly a little bit, and he's like, "I got you."
Yeah.
Because he beat the fuck out of everybody. He beat the fuck out of Anthony's friends. He beat the fuck out of She walks up to Kenny and talks to him in front of LaRusso. LOO. It's like, oh, here we go. Yep. It's all like I don't know why they're getting mad about it, like that crazy mad over a girl. So, LaRusso's getting that crazy mad over a girl like that. Like, it's just friends. She obviously has a preference to LaRusso right now.
Dude, and like, he's rich. He just went through like a growth spurt, dude. And he knows a little bit of karate, dude. He could probably pull.
No, he doesn't know any. He doesn't know any karate yet.
No, he knows like.
He doesn't.
Before the show started, Danny taught his kids a little bit of karate.
No, Anthony was never interested. He never knew Mr. Miyagi either. Mr. Miyagi passed away.
He never knew him, but Mr. Miyagi, we find out in this season that Mr. Miyagi knew him
when he was a baby.
He was there when Anthony was born. He held him in his arms and all sorts of shit, dude. Like,
yeah. But he never knew Mr. Miyagi, and he never learned karate from Danny. So when Danny finds out that maybe like one move, LOL, he taught him talk no jutsu. That's exactly what he taught him. So after that, Danny's upset with him, and Anthony is realizing the error of his ways, and Danny invites him to learn. Actually, no. Before that, Anthony tells him he's getting bullied, and then Danny offers to teach him karate.
Yeah. He's learning a little bit, but he doesn't learn. He hires a dude to fucking do the wax on, wax off shit.
Yeah, he hires someone to do the wax on, wax off, and then Danny gets mad at him, like, "Yo, what the fuck? This was supposed to be you doing this, so you could learn our type of karate."
He's like, how'd you hire him anyways? He's like, you dude, like, my Roblox account is attached to your fucking. It wasn't Roblox. So I'm just making a joke. He's like, my Roblox account is attached to your credit card, dude. I have all your info, bro. Like, I can.
Yeah. So he didn't even learn any
all the time.
Exactly. So that shows that he wants to take the easy way out, and he doesn't want to actually learn. So Danny gets mad at that, and then after that, he learns that he's actually the bully.
You thought Danny had convinced him. with
Yeah,
the
you
whole
thought,
video game analogy where he's all like,
yeah,
you know what? When you play a
you got to
video
level
game
up.
and you start at level 1 and you're doing all that dumb shit that you don't want to do, and then once you
You have
get
to
to
fight
level
the one
100,
level one
whatever, you're
slimes.
bad at. Like, treat it
Yeah.
like that.
Exactly. And then that's when he finds out that
It's
Anthony
easier when
is
you're
the actual
pushing
bully.
buttons.
And then, yeah. After that, he finds out Anthony is the bully. And then, like, you know, I think by next season he's gonna start wanting to learn. And then that's when we get the new All Valley tournament things. That's where like people have to show off their haka, where they have to show off their weapons mastery, and then they have the boys tournament, and then they have the girls tournament, and then they have the skills tournament, and all that stuff. And
I like those new additions. I like
them too. They show off all that stuff in like montages, so like you don't get to see it fully.
You
like,
don't
you
get to
see
see
that
what everybody does, but you get to see what all the winners basically do.
We're gonna get to that.
Or all the best, all the main characters. Like, you don't see
all the main characters,
does, but like you see what Tori does, you see what Miguel does, you see what Hawk does, you see. I think you even see what Dimitri does.
Yeah, you do. Watching Tori, I was like, that is not how you handle a sword in karate. I was like, no, that's bad. That is not
handle a sword. You don't handle a sword in karate. They don't use swords in karate.
Yes, they do. There's the weapon side to karate, bro.
They use swords in Keto.
Remember, they have a weapon side, and the sword was one of them. If Brian were here, he would tell you you're dumb.
I wish Brian were here. I love it. Like, I love getting corrected by Brian, dude. Cause like,
you realize he's the fourth dan in karate, right? He would tell you you're stupid. I love you though.
And I would love for Brian to tell me I'm stupid.
But yeah, she was the way she was using the sword. I'm like, oh my god, that is terrible. She's like moving it just up and down. She's not really doing much with it. I'm like, that's not that. What? No, get out of here. I was like, they should not have shown her using the sword, because that was not good.
He said Dimitri had some type of nunchucks or whatever. Okay.
No, I think Dimitri had the chain thing. I forget what it's called.
That's why Yamato is saying it's some type of nunchucks, because
it wasn't nunchucks. It wasn't like nunchucks. It was.
I know what you're talking about. I know what weapon you're talking about. It's the three weapon thing that with the chain link.
No, it's not that one. It's literally just like a metal chain all around, and he was using that one.
Okay, yeah. What Michelangelo uses when they banned his nunchucks.
I don't know. I don't think so, but okay.
But yeah, in the original,
and then we get to the tournament
series. Nunchucks were banned from the fucking series because kids were making their own nunchucks, and moms were getting mad about it. So Michelangelo couldn't have nunchucks anymore in the original.
Oh, we forgot to mention something. We forgot to mention something else that was crazy.
Spill it, skillet.
When Terry lures Johnny into the old Cobra Kai location. And beats the fuck out of Johnny.
Tori did or Terry?
Terry, sorry.
Terry. I was like, when did Tori do that?
Not Tori, Terry. Terry did that.
That was great.
Yeah, and then like he has a Kreese come in, and then like he tells him like, "Yo, I did this for you." And then Kreese is like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" And then you see that Terry is drinking again, and he's going off the deep end even more because
he hasn't started doing coke again yet.
He hasn't,
but
he
that's
has
a
started
big
drinking.
Yet. That's a big yet.
But the thing that he said is that he was an addict. He never said for what exactly, but he did say I got off the drugs and booze.
Dude,
so to me, it made it seem like he was an alcoholic and an addict to drugs as well.
Here's the thing about addiction. The addiction is a disease. It's sometimes inherited, it's sometimes not. Addiction
you
is
don't
a
gotta
disease.
tell me.
Addiction is a disease to where you can become addicted to anything. People in recovery.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
People in recovery become addicted to recovery, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because now they're clean, they're off drugs, they're becoming productional people of society. But like if they feel like if they miss like a AA meeting or an NA meeting or whatever, they're like then they fucked up or whatever, like just by like missing a meeting or whatever. So like the people who suffer from addiction have a lot of shit going on with them. I'm one of them. I suffer from addiction, and it's I don't know, it's wild. It's fucked up. I don't know, like. But go back on. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. So we talked about that. I see you. We talked about that, about Terry luring Johnny in and all that stuff. Oh, we also get Stingray comes back.
I forgot about fucking Stingray.
Stingray comes back right before the All Valley tournament. He invites everybody to the after party at the after prom party. Yeah, and so like, and that's where the fight between the four of like Miguel, Sam, Tori, and Robbie happens. And so then afterwards, Stingray comes back to the Cobra Kai dojo, and Kreese is like, "You are not Cobra." Kreese and Terry are like, "Bro, you are not Cobra Kai material." Kreese tells him, "Oh yeah, Yamato just said, LOL, I agree with Kreese." So he tells Stingray, "You're a grown man playing around with a bunch of kids." He really is. Stingray has no business being around those fucking kids. He's a person who was never cool and just wants to be cool around these fucking kids because they think he's a cool adult. And then he comes back later.
I mean, he comes back later. I'm like, the dude is fucking 75 years old and he's a badass. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'd probably want to learn karate from him too if I was an edgelord. You know, like.
I mean, I would want to learn from karate from him if I knew that he had like great form as an adult. But at the same time, I wouldn't be hanging around these fucking kids. I would like outside of the dojo. I'd be like, cool, I'm learning karate with these kids inside of this dojo, but I'm not gonna try to be fucking friends with him.
Oh, you're talking about Stingray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, he's a weird dude. He's
a fucking weirdo. I'm not trying to be friends with these kids.
He goes to house party with all like he's like, yeah, my fucking.
He invites him to He invites
it's
him
not
to
even
his
his
house.
It's not even his house. It's like his
sister's
cousin's house, or it's like his
cousin's
sister's house or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
And like he gets and he gives them alcohol. He gives these teenagers alcohol. There's a lot. This is why I didn't feel too bad for him getting beat up by Terry when he tries to go back to the Cobra Kai building. And you see that that Terry is drunk because Chris is telling, like, this was after they beat the fuck out of Johnny, and then Chris tells him, was like, "Yo, you went over the line. This isn't what I want. Like, get back in line. You are not following orders and shit." And Terry, you see Terry getting drunk off his ass like early in the fucking day. And all of a sudden, Stingray tries to talk to him to try to get accepted back into Cobra Kai. Yamato, he is not 27. That dude's at least about 31. That man looks like he's in his early 30s.
Who?
Right?
Who?
Stingray
is so like back when I was in high school, my buddy Batman had, I'm using that nickname because I don't want to call him out, but like my buddy Batman, anybody who knows Batman will know who Batman is or whatever.
Bruce Wayne.
Like anybody in my high school friends that know who Batman is will know, like, but he had a friend,
Bruce Wayne.
He had a friend that he grew up with that was older than him. But like, so then by the time we were in high school, this dude was like 22 years old, and he would allow us to throw fucking parties at his apartment and shit, dude. So like, but Stingray was definitely not 22 years old. Stingray was in either his late 20s or early 30s. Definitely.
He looked at least 31.
Yeah,
he looks at least 31.
He was definitely in his late 20s or early 30s, fucking throwing these parties. Like,
exactly.
I could
like,
get,
I understand.
I could get someone being like 21, 22 years old, fucking throwing some high school bashes or whatever. I can get that.
Even then, that's a stretch for me, dog.
I'm
what are you doing?
Yeah, it is. But
like, I understand.
I would go, as a high school.
I would say I can understand. I can understand 18, 19, because you're just a little bit out of high school. And you probably still have some high school friends. But by the time you're 20, 21, bro, I expect you to have like college level friends at this point. Like, bro, what are you doing in your life if you're still hanging around high school people, around high school kids? Like, dude, what the fuck?
My buddy Batman, he was a year younger than me too. Like, so like I was a sophomore, he was a freshman or whatever. But he was like, his buddy wasn't throwing these parties until like my senior, like his junior year or whatever. But still, like, I don't know, like the dude wasn't like trying to like hook up with any of these girls or whatever. He just thought like he had a safe pad for fucking us to party at. Like, that's really what he thought he was doing. Like, and like it was always awesome. Like, dude was never doing anything creepy. He was just like, yeah, if you guys want to party, dude, like, come to my place. So like, I've been friends with you for years, you know, like I've been friends with you since we were kids. Like, that's what he was doing.
Was it a small party or a big party?
Eventually they became big parties, but like once the word got around and shit, but like,
no, that's why I was like, nah, that's too far. Like, if it were like some kids, maybe even still a pass. But like, if it's big parties, I'm like, nah. Like, what the fuck? Nah. That's
at most. I think probably like because like his place wasn't even that big. I think at most it'd be like 40 people.
And I know I'm saying this when I was hanging out with like at 16, I was hanging out with like 21-year-olds.
40 to 60 people.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot.
Like, I understand it. I would understand if it were like 10 max. Because then I could see it being like a close-knit group of friends.
I'm saying like once word got around that like the dude was throwing like parties at his house on weekends, like then it got big and it got crazy, and then like it got.
If I were him, I would have shut that shit down.
It got shut down, dude. But
was it by him or was it by other people?
When it was cool, when it was like 10, 20 people, like.
Answer my question though. Was it by him or by other people?
Oh, he wasn't spreading the word. He started to get pissed.
No, I'm talking about shutting it down. Was it him or other people that shut it
down?
I
don't remember. I can't remember.
So it wasn't him. Got it.
I can't remember.
So it wasn't him. Got it. All right. So back to Stingray. He goes back to Cobra Kai again after Kreese and Terry kicked him out. While he was learning with the other kid, while he wanted to learn with the other kids, and he sees Terry getting drunk, like drinking some scotch or something, and Terry's out of it. You see that like him meeting back up with Kreese was not good for his sanity because he reverted back to his old habits. We don't know if he's doing drugs, but he is out of it. He is on one for sure. And he winds up beating the shit out of Stingray. Once again, I don't feel bad about Stingray getting his ass beat. He was a lame ass character that is like, why the fuck are you hanging out with these kids? That's why he tried to be a security guard at the school so he could keep hanging around his friends that are teenagers.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Like, it's fucking weird. It's so fucking weird.
Our buddy that threw the house parties at least worked at like Best Buy. You know?
It's still weird though. How old was your buddy again?
He was like 21, 22. We were
kind of weird, but at least
17, 18, and he grew up with my buddy that fucking linked us to him. Like they were childhood friends. Like they were like 5 years apart, but they were childhood friends, you know, like.
See, I could at least understand that. It's because like that one dude was his friend and he was like, you can bring your friends and you guys can chill here.
Yeah, and then eventually got out of hand.
That I can understand, but eventually it was like your friends started throwing the word around and it's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
See, like that I can understand. That I can understand easily. Like I said, group of 10 people, I can understand easily.
Yeah, like 10, 20 people fucking hanging out, like we're listening to music,
20's max. 20's overkill. 20's overkill.
Nah, dude, we're playing Xbox.
I'll let 15 slide, but 20?
That's 15 slide, get the fuck out of here.
I'll let 15 slide, but 20, nah.
Dude, when you really think about 20 people when you're in high school is not a lot of people.
I mean, 20 people now is still not a lot of people.
20 people now, like if I'm throwing a birthday party and I'm like, oh, we're like,
okay, that's a stretch. Okay, that's a stretch. A birthday party, that's a stretch a little bit.
Like, dude,
20 people is a stretch.
Like I'm saying, like if I'm trying to or if I want to throw like a bonfire in my backyard,
like at my party, only like what,
trying
5 people showed up.
Trying to get 20 people is difficult as fuck.
You're right. You're right. Because I remember for my party when we went to the China restaurant, we got like what, 5 people?
It was 4 of us.
No, because including me, it's 5.
No, it was me, you, and your 2 other friends that I just.
Oh met. Yeah, you're right.
It was 4 of us.
Yeah. It was supposed to be 7 of us, but like one of them backed out last minute, and then the other one, her because I'm friends with her and her husband. Her husband got a reaction, an asthma reaction, so like he was like dying basically, and so God. They had to go to the hospital. But he's always getting sick though. Even like this one time, like they were gonna throw a house party, and then like his asthma got bad again that day too, and they had to cancel the party and tell everybody, "Sorry, y'all, we had to go to the hospital." But yeah, yeah. So it was 4 of us, but it was still fun. it is hard to get all that.
Oh, dude, I had a blast that night.
Yeah, like a lot of people was like, "Damn, if I didn't work."
I think I had to work. I think I had to work the next day, and I still came out.
Yeah. And then it's also like during COVID, so like even less likely to come out.
Everything's during COVID, dude. There's a fucking Deltacron variant now.
Omarion.
Omarion. So, this is totally unrelated. So last night, I went to a comedy show. Me and Brittany went out to a comedy show just to like support a buddy of mine. And then the host asked me if I wanted to do a 5-minute guest spot, and I did. And I started talking about like how I like if you are what you eat, you're not necessarily an asshole or a pussy, even if you do eat both. And like I eat both front to back though, because I'm not trying to I'm trying to be sanitary, not trying to catch the Delta Chronopolis or whatever fucking new variant they're coming out with. Making shit up at this point. But like I'm getting vaccinated on Monday, so like don't worry about me, Tony. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I was just fucking waiting it out.
I already got my booster shot.
I bet you fucking did. I bet you fucking did.
I fucked up and I got my flu shot and I got my booster shot on the same day.
Dude, I've never gotten a flu shot. But
yeah, I felt like I had to because
I rarely ever get the flu though. When I do get it, I know it. And I'm all like, oh, fuck,
I wanted to get my immunity higher up, so I was like, I wanted my immunities all the way up. Yamato mentioned like the nerd dude, how he beat up the nerd dude. I was like, that nerd dude didn't deserve to beat up. He was telling him the truth. He deserved that shit talking.
What?
Like while the nerd, remember his neighbor, the one that told him like his sister, like you only live there because your sister lets you.
Oh yeah.
I was like, he deserved that shit talking to because he didn't have his life straight.
Yeah,
he deserved that shit talking. I was like, bro, what are you doing hanging out with teenagers?
Yeah.
Now, of course, he had to beat up the nerd dude because he's like the wannabe karate dude.
Yeah, he's just beating up his random neighbor. That's really all he was doing.
And that's why he got his ass beat by fucking by Terry. Man, but that drunk Terry really fucked him up. I was like, damn. I don't feel bad for him getting his ass beat, but I do feel bad that like Terry beat someone up like that.
He needed it.
Yeah, but then we'll talk about it later. Then after that, we move to the All Valley tournament, right? And then we get to the major fights. We start off with the it was not a wake up call though. We start off with the guys tournament, right? Yamato, did we start off with the guys tournament or the girls tournament? I forget which one we start off with. Because I know we first got all the other 5 exhibitions, and then we moved to the fighting tournament where it's like Miguel, Hawk, all of they were showing both at the same time, but like which fight started first? It was the guys tournament, right? And then it was like it felt like it was like they were going round by round from each tournament. Like it was like guys, then girls, then guys, and then girls. It felt like it was going like that. And then they would have multiple guys all at once, and then multiple girls all at once.
It was like
going back. It was
very like anticlimactic because like
it was very anticlimactic because it went all over.
Unless it was focusing on the main characters, it really didn't give a like. That's why I was not like. And that's another thing that pisses me off about the women's division thing. Because like Cobra Kai ended up getting like dozens of competitors, And
exactly.
Miyagi-Do still had just Sam.
Exactly.
And then
Cobra Kai had like 3.
Eagle Fang just had the one gal, I forget her name.
Yeah. Eagle Fang had 3.
3?
Yeah. It was Tori, Moon's ex, and then another random girl.
Tori's Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai had 3 girls.
You said Eagle Fang had 3.
No, I said Eagle Fang had that one little girl.
You said Eagle Fang had 3.
If I said Eagle Fang, I meant to say Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Cobra Kai had 3 girls. My bad. I didn't mean to say Eagle Fang. Honestly,
all right. I knew what you meant. I was giving you shit, bro.
One thing that we forgot to mention about the prom is it was cute. It was that Dimitri's girlfriend came back from her vacation early so she could hang out with Dimitri. I was like, oh, that's cute. Good for Dimitri. He has a loving girlfriend.
Dude, yeah.
And she's like the most popular girl in school.
She was the most popular girl in school. She got dropped down a bunch of pegs like after season 1.
I feel like she's still the popular girl. I still feel like because she's like the richest student, right?
She is like the richest, but she's not the most popular anymore, dude. Like once karate started getting its bang and all that other like all this
Yamato said, "I still don't know how he landed such a fox." hey, like he said, he was just being himself. That's all you got to do.
He was. He never stopped. That's all you got to
do.
Dimitri is fucking like GOAT tier character.
Yeah, because Dimitri's great. He's honest as fuck with everybody, and I think that's what she liked about him.
You hate him at first because he's like such a whiny little bitch, but
he'll tell you the truth.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you how he feels like immediately.
Even if he'll get his ass beat.
But then
he'll complain about the ass beating, but he'll take the ass beating and still tell you the truth.
But then you have to speak to him in his same language. You have to tell him that he's being a little bitch. Mm-hmm. And then you have to I think he would honestly after he would learn Miyagi, the basics of Miyagi-Do, he would do better under Eagle Fang.
Yeah. Well, he did do a little bit better with Eagle Fang.
The only person that did good with Eagle Fang was Sam.
I said a little bit. I didn't say a lot.
The only person that did good with he's good at he's not afraid to talk to Johnny or whatever anymore, unless Johnny says quiet. And then,
yeah, exactly. The only people that really took Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do, to a max extent were well, technically it's Cobra Kai with Robbie, so it's like the only ones who took multiple teachings were Robbie, Miguel, Hawk, and Sam.
Yeah. That's why Hawk got the fucking grand championship, dude.
Oh, and he also helped Hawk after he lost his confidence because they shaved Hawk's head.
Yeah, they shaved Hawk. They shaved Hawk's head. He's like, I'm done with karate. He's like, fuck all this.
We forgot to talk about that. They shaved Hawk's head, and then he lost all his confidence.
And Dimitri came in as his number one fucking pal and gave him the best pep talk ever. He's like, get back in karate.
Dimitri's a real one.
And Dimitri would have been pissed if Hawk went to Eagle Fang. He was like, you're gonna go to Eagle Fang? After all this shit, he's like, no, I'm done. I'm just done with karate. But then, after the pep talk, I'm sure he wouldn't have been pissed if he went to Eagle Fang, but he did go to Miyagi-Do, which helped them out a lot. Get that, they got their Hawk,
they got their dub.
Hawk gave Miyagi-Do the fucking the males #1 championship.
No, they lost. They did win.
No, Hawk won. Hawk won the championship.
Hawk did win. Yeah.
And then I think Tori won.
But Dimitri,
females.
yeah, she did.
Tori won the females.
Here's the thing.
And then out of straight up tournament points, I think Cobra Kai won tournament points too.
Here's the thing. Let's talk about the fights in between. The young girl, she did so good. She made it to the final 3 in the girls division.
Yeah, because she was awesome.
Yeah,
everything she awesome. Does. And she said, I want to make sure I'm awesome at everything I do, and you are awesome at everything you do.
She is. Bro, she's 15, and it was her first year of doing karate, and she made it to the top 3.
No, it wasn't her first year. It was her first few weeks.
Months. It was months.
Maybe months. First few months of doing it.
It was first few months. It was first few months of doing karate, and she made it to the top 3. And she barely lost against Tori and Sam. Against Tori, because she lost against Tori. Which I understand. Tori is an aggressive fighter. So for someone new like her, she was green. It would be tough for anybody to fight Tori.
Tori could kick my ass.
I mean, she could kick all of our asses, honestly. And then let's see. And then Dimitri, he made it pretty far.
Yes, he did.
He did. And then we got the thing with Miguel, where he got injured during a fight again, where he tried to do a specific kick.
He tried to do something and hurt his back.
It was like a hurricane kick or something. Yeah. And he wound up hurting his hip or something.
I thought it triggered something back in his spine.
Tornado kick. That's what it was. It was a tornado kick.
It was tornado. I thought I didn't think it was his hip. I thought it just triggered something back in his spine.
It wasn't his spine. I know that. It was something in his leg. It was something in his leg that he did. He just he hurt it or something. He probably just it was something with the tendon, I think, or something.
No, I could swear to God, he just
it didn't have to do with his spine. It was with his leg. It was with his leg. It was a muscle. Oh, he pulled the muscle on his leg. That's what it was.
Nah.
That's why he was still able to walk fine afterwards, and he decided not to fight against Robbie. And I think the show did this because they don't want to do a who's actually the best between Robbie and
Miguel.
And Miguel, because
even
they are the top 2 fighters.
We already know Miguel's better.
We don't know. Honestly,
they're
not anymore. Both really good.
I mean, not anymore. Miguel was better.
They're both equal, I would say. They're both equal fighters. I wouldn't know who to pick because they're both really good. Robbie does seem to have
just
more
they did
muscle
the cock tease, just like they did the cock tease when we finally got Johnny and LaRusso fighting together tournament style.
Exactly.
And then in the last fucking round, they knocked each other out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because they were trying to figure out which one to do.
And Johnny's pull that up in another angle. He's like,
yeah,
there is no other angle. This is all we got.
This is all we got.
You're lucky you got this, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. So so the middle fights, Miguel ends up quitting that fight, and then he talks to Sam, and then Sam starts having her fight with Tori, and then we also get the fight between Hawk and Robbie. Now Robbie does end up losing to Hawk, but I feel like it's just a matter of Robbie was going through an existential crisis in his head, and Hawk wanted it more. You could tell Hawk wanted it more.
Hawk wanted it more. Robbie wanted to fight Miguel. He was mad he couldn't get to fight Miguel. If he would have fought Miguel, Robbie probably would have won.
Dude, we forgot to talk about the heartbreaking moment between Miguel and Johnny.
When Johnny's fucking doing everything he can to try to tell Miguel that he's his new step pappy.
No, not that. When Johnny gets his ass beat by Terry, he goes home and gets drunk. And then Miguel helps him up to his bed.
Oh, he says, "Thank you, Robbie."
He says, "I love you, Robbie," when he says, "I love you, Sensei." Bro, that hurt.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Season 4. Fuck
it
you,
breaks
season
your heart.
4. Fuck you,
It breaks the heart. It breaks your heart.
Oh my
It breaks
god.
your heart. So like you see like Miguel going through it emotionally right there. And then he finds out that also like a bit after, like the day after that, doesn't he find out that they're dating?
Something like that. Like some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's so awkward because like they were really planning on trying to do it right, and then Miguel finds like his
headband,
his belt or his headband or some shit, yeah,
in his mom's room.
He's like, "Isn't this yours, Sensei?"
No, he was like, "Mom, what Sensei's headband doing on your bed?"
No, he says,
nightstand?
"Hey," he's like, "Hey, Sensei, isn't this yours?" He's like, "Oh shit." And then they break it to him.
Yeah.
And then it's awkward as fuck for like
it is awkward.
While.
But he was fairly accepting of. He was fairly accepting.
No, he pretended like he was accepting. He's all like, "Okay, all right, whatever."
Yeah. No, he was upset that no, he was more he was accepting of it, but he was upset that that Johnny started treating him differently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sensei, I believe this is yours. That is what he says. Yeah, you're right. Damn, Yamato, you remember it better than us.
Oh, dude. See, I don't want to say this right now. I'll tell you something later. Later when we're not live. But it's something to go along with Yamato's geniusness.
All right. So yeah. He seems okay with it until Johnny started treating him like a fragile little thing because he
was trying to like treat him like more special, not like a fragile thing, but like he's like, all right,
trying to treat him more special.
You're leading the class now. You're doing you're doing all this shit like, and he was not having it, and I respect Miguel for that, dude. For instead of
like, bro, I understand you're seeing my mom, but you can't treat me like this.
Like, although Miguel was probably worthy of fucking leading the class and doing all that shit, but like Miguel didn't see it in himself, and he did see it as special treatment because he's now like a stepson or whatever dumb shit. Like, yeah. So, man, there's all sorts of multiple levels of how like everyone can grasp everything and what's going on. Like, and the show portrays everything like perfectly. Like if I started karate and my sensei started fucking my mom or whatever, and I was like the number one student or whatever, and like just my sensei just like and my mom just happened to be attracted to each other, I'll be like, I mean, that's cool, yeah, but like don't treat me differently. Don't treat me differently. Like, yeah.
No, I'd feel some type of way if my sensei was karate chopping down my mom. I admit, though, it's been we haven't even seen them in a while.
Actually,
Hentai Slayer.
Hentai Slayer has like he was on. I think like 2 weeks ago he was commenting or whatever. Like,
I didn't see him. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hentai Slayer was commenting on some shit, dude. And like me and Brian were roasting him. That's the guy that fucking bullied Yamato out of the fucking Discord.
Really? Yamato left the Discord? Yamato, why you leave the Discord? You want me to go in there and protect
No,
your ass? I got you.
Yamato's back in the Discord. He's back in the
Okay.
Discord. So, like, we got him
Well,
back.
did he like? Yamato, I'll help you out. Just at me. You know my Discord. I don't take notifications, so when I see it, I got you. It might be like a day or two late, but I got you.
Dude, we'll go to fucking Montana and just fucking kick it, bro, dude. Like, I wanna fucking kick it.
I don't know about going to Montana though.
Mountains and the
All right.
desert and shit, dude. Fucking.
So back to that. Back to the show. All right. So we're gonna get to the final fight, which is Tori and Sam. And honestly, with this fight, they seem so evenly matched. They seem so evenly matched. Like each time one got a point, the other got a point. And then we see Sam was supposed to get a point, but then the ref didn't count it because he thought he saw the foot outside of the ring already, so it didn't count as a point. And so they it was supposed to be, it was technically 2-1 at that point. So if Sam would have gotten that point, she would have won. So since they didn't count it, they kept going. And then what's her name? Tori got another point, 2-2. Yeah. Tori accidentally cuts her a bit, and she was like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that." Yeah, she accidentally gets her with an elbow. She gets a point, but she didn't mean to do. She didn't mean to do that, and Sam got pissed. But due to that injury, unfortunately, the final point went to Sam. I mean, went to Tori, and Tori won the championship.
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
she didn't even win the way she wanted to win. Yeah,
she didn't win the way that she wanted to win. Yeah, and then Eagle Fang. Oh, actually, before that, for Sam, John and Daniel actually come together, and they consider themselves co-senseis for Sam, and they get introduced as both being two-time karate champions, senseis for Sam. So that was nice that happened a bit before her match. I thought that was sweet. I was like, cool, they finally came together. This is going to be the winning moment for them. But unfortunately, as we said earlier, Sam was 1 point short, and it was a 3-2 loss for Sam.
Sam didn't deserve to win.
Sam didn't deserve to win. Tori definitely deserved to win.
Not the way she wanted to, but like
not the way she
did, but like she did, like, and you could tell she didn't want to win the way, but she did deserve the win.
Oh yeah, before that, because she accidentally injured Sam with that elbow. Terry was like, "Good job, do it again. Make sure to fuck her up." And then Kreese has looks at Johnny and has a flashback, and then he realizes that winning dirty is not the way. It's not the proper way to win, and so he's gonna. You see that he's probably gonna have a proper redemption arc,
but he's not, because earlier on in the series we get Terry Silver talking to the students about how everyone has a weakness, even Sensei Kreese has a weakness.
He said, and
Sensei Kreese got pissed about this. Kreese is all like, "How are you going to tell people I have a weakness? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" He's all like, "Oh, just like," he's like, "Oh," he's like, "No, it's not a big deal." But then
he's like, "No, I wasn't saying you have a weakness. I was saying everyone has a weakness."
Yeah, he's like, everyone. Like he's basically like, chill out about it, bro. So then we find out that Silver's weakness is Kreese.
Hold on, we gotta get to some stuff first before we get to that point.
All right.
Let's finish up.
What do you
Let's
got?
finish
What do
up.
you got? What do you got?
Let's finish up Tori's and Sam's and everything.
All right.
So Sam lost, and they're all sad up in their corner. Like they're just very sad that they lost. And she's like, we fused our karates together, and it still wasn't enough to defeat Cobra Kai. And so, before even the tournament, they had a bet where if Eagle Fang or Miyagi Do won, Cobra Kai would no longer exist. And if Cobra Kai won, Johnny and
Eagle Fang and
Daniel
Miyagi got to close up shop. Yep.
got to close up shop, and they can't. And Daniel and Johnny can't teach their karate anymore.
Yeah. Luckily, Hawk got a championship. So,
No, but they still lost.
They still lost, but they got a championship. So the contract, the verbal contract they made does kind of it's null and void.
No, they said whoever wins the tournament, and Cobra Kai won the tournament. They won the entire thing. They won the overall. So Cobra Kai won.
They won the points division.
No, they won everything in total.
Yeah, the points division.
Yeah, exactly. So they won. So technically, they had to, but at the I'm
thinking since Miyagi-Do still won a trophy in the males division, the verbal contract is null and void.
We're gonna get there. We're going to Yamato. We're going to the story in order. So we're gonna get there. And then after that, it fades off to like Tori and the Cobra Kai celebrating that they won, and then at the end, Tori's leaving the. Oh no! Before Tori leaves the stadium, we get to Kenny in the lockers, like just like being upset that he lost against Robbie and all that, and then we get Anthony Lapuso coming into the locker and telling Kenny that he's sorry.
He's trying to be a good dude. He's trying to be a
good person. He's trying to tell him, listen, I am sorry for what I did. I shouldn't have done it. I know now what I did was wrong, and that I was being immature, and I was just trying to fit in with my friends. And Kenny does not take that apology, and he beats the shit out of Anthony. Like really pounds it into him. Like he has him like on the locker and then on the ground, like floored, like barely being able to breathe, just having his ass beat. And then Robbie comes in and actually no, before Robbie comes in. Oh no. Yeah, Robbie comes in and he's like, yo, what are you doing to Anthony? And then he's like, this kid and all that stuff. And then Kenny gets like this like really maniacal laughter and tells him like some very creepy stuff that like shiver. Like imagine like a little kid saying that kind of stuff to you after beating you up. Like it's very creepy. And then that's when Robbie fully realizes that like what he did was wrong, and he tells Kenny, he's like, yo, this isn't what I taught you. And then Kenny's like, this is Cobra Kai. And then that's when he realizes that Cobra Kai is not the correct way to teach someone. So like Robbie's gonna have another redemption arc again, of course.
No, he's not, because at the very end, you see him going up to Johnny and he's like, dude, I'm tired of fighting. I'm like let's just get all this shit over with.
All right, so Yamato says you must see Kenny's point though. He comes to say sorry after he sees Kenny knows how to fight, and why not do so before? That is Kenny's point of view too. I mean, yes, I'm seeing both of their point of views, but Kenny didn't care. He didn't care. It wasn't because he felt that Anthony saw that he knew how to fight, that he was scared of him. It was the fact that it didn't matter to him. It doesn't matter if he wants to apologize now. He's gonna make him pay regardless.
Yeah.
That's Kenny's viewpoint.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. And Anthony's point of view is that, like, before that apology, his dad helped him realize that his attitude is the wrong way, and so he's trying to become a better person. That's literally his point of view. And Kenny, he is becoming dastardly because of Cobra Kai's teachings, with Kreese and Terry's teachings of that form of thinking. It's just going to lead you into a bad direction. And that's why we see, like, Tori changing her viewpoint. That's why we see Robbie changing their viewpoint. We see them changing their viewpoints, and they are some of the main characters. That's why they're changing their viewpoints, because next season they're gonna be gone. I'm telling you this for sure. They're gonna be gone next season.
They'll be there, but they'll be leaving. Yeah,
they'll be leaving. They're not gonna be fighting. They're gonna be trying to maybe help the newer students and some of the other students to realize that Cobra Kai is not the best way of thinking. And then after that, we get Tori gymnasium, and she catches Terry paying off the referee, and then she realized that she didn't deserve her win because it was not the win that she wanted. It was, and then she gets a flashback of when she stepped outside of the out of the ring and how she was hit before she even stepped out of the ring. So technically, Sam should have won already before when they were 2-2.
Damn.
So yeah, it sucked for her seeing that. Then at the end of that, we see Johnny and Miguel's mom realizing that Miguel left to Mexico, right?
Yes. He left a note.
He left a note to Mexico, and then after Johnny goes into his apartment, actually, Miguel's mom tells Johnny that Miguel's dad is a bad man and that he doesn't even know Miguel exists. So might be something in that.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some cartel shit going on, dude. Like, it's gonna be like Weed season 5.
That's fucking racist. Just automatically thinking he's a cartel member.
He's a bad man in Mexico. That's usually what Hollywood goes to.
You don't gotta be as racist as Hollywood, though.
I'm
automatically going there.
I'm gonna.
He's gonna be a sicario. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what that means.
Never mind it. So they form a plan of, like, Johnny's gonna go to Mexico and try to get Miguel back, and then so Johnny goes back to his apartment, and this is when Robbie goes to him, right? Yes, that's when Robbie goes to Johnny and then tries to get his help because he realizes that Cobra Kai is not the right way to go and their teachings are not great. And that's pretty much the end of season 4. Oh, wait, actually, no. There's one more thing. At the end of season 4, the actual ending of season 4, we see Chosen and Daniel LaRusso at Mr. Miyagi's tombstone.
Oh, Chosen's gonna be new sensei.
And then he tells Mr. Miyagi that he's gonna have to break a promise, and then he tells Chosen, "I'm gonna need your help in order to beat these people," because Chosen knows the other side of Miyagi-Do that Mr. Miyagi didn't want to teach Daniel because he felt like it was too deadly, and he only wanted Daniel to know about the light side of Miyagi-Do. So that's what we're gonna get for next season 5. We're gonna see Chosen, maybe Johnny also joining up with them. So it's probably gonna be Chosen, Johnny. Actually, no, Johnny might be in Mexico looking for Miguel.
Yeah,
and that's why they got Chosen. So it could be Chosen and Daniel, and then Miguel and Robbie and Johnny doing their own side quests. So that's what it could be. And then Sam and Tori are probably going to end up becoming friends by the end of season 5.
You think any students, instead of going to like college or whatever, are gonna try to like stay back and be like TAs?
Senseis?
That
The one most likely to do that is going to be Sam to me.
I was thinking the one most likely to do that would be,
to me,
like,
it's Sam.
one of the more minor characters, actually. Like one of the people who didn't want the black kid or Penis Breath.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Yamato. It'll be back-to-back stories. That's why I think it's going to be Daniel and Chosen working together. I think it's going to be Sam figuring out what she wants to do for her future. And I think she's going to want to stay and become a sensei for Miyagi-Do. I feel like she doesn't want to go to college, and she knows that she wants to become a sensei specifically for Miyagi-Do.
And they did joke in season 4, or actually no, it's season 1, about how she's going to take over the dealership or whatever.
Yeah,
like how like she used to run the place back when she was a baby or whatever.
exactly, when she was a younger child. And then you see it here in season 4 when they're talking about like her future and how she can go anywhere she wants to go. And like you see her kind of cringe at like the talks about college, and it kind of leans toward where I feel like she wants to become a sensei. I feel like that's what her calling is going to be, and I think she's going to want to stay. So and a whole bunch of other people move on, and then Miguel and Daniel have their conversations about like how Daniel didn't even go to college, and how Miguel can't even afford to go to college. Yeah, that was a neat moment. So like I think that's what's leading up to season 5. I agree with Yamato. It's going to be back-to-back different stories happening at the same time.
I didn't even think about that's what inspired Miguel to fucking blow whatever fucking money he has to just go on this adventure to find his dad. I didn't even think about. Oh, dude.
Yeah, because Daniel went to Okinawa.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Damn.
So, like I said, it's gonna be Johnny, Robbie, and Miguel having their own story. Well, technically, Robbie and Johnny are gonna be looking for Miguel, and it's gonna be Miguel trying to find his father. So it's gonna be those two different stories, kind of like coinciding with each other, and then it's going to be Chosen and Daniel. Like trying to run up Miyagi-Do, and then Anthony is going to become their newest student next season, obviously because he's going to have to face off Kenny.
Yeah, he's going to be the new Sam.
Mm-hmm. Or actually, maybe Robbie will stay back to try to help Kenny go onto the right path. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see with that. That's a maybe story, and then it's going to be Kenny and Anthony probably trying to work out their issues.
So you think Miyagi, or you think all the Cobra Kai people are just going to move over to Miyagi-Do and just?
I don't think Timon said that the Asian dude and Moon's ex would play bigger parts, but they might. We don't know, or maybe they didn't take it as seriously. Maybe they were like, "Oh, this is just
Moon has always played a low-key big part in throughout the whole
No,
series.
not Moon. Moon's ex.
Oh, Moon's ex. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if they'll play big parts, but maybe.
maybe.
We'll find out. Like, definitely the Asian girl's gonna play a big part. Like, I feel like she's the same age as like Kenny and Anthony. I feel like that's why those three are added together, because they'll be the same age and they'll interact with each other. So we'll see what happens there, and also maybe that other girl as well might interact with them. Will interact, so that'll be its own story right there. They'll have their own separate side quests as well, but they'll intermingle with each other.
Yeah.
Sam and Tori are gonna have their own story, while Sam is gonna also try to figure out what she wants to do. I'm thinking she's gonna want to stay behind and also become a sensei. Miguel's obviously in Mexico. Johnny's gonna go after Miguel for sure. Robbie, give or take on whether he's going to join Johnny or try to help out Kenny. And if he tries to help out Kenny, he's probably going to link up with Chosen and Daniel. We'll see what happens. But that's what I'm thinking is going to be for season 5.
It's gonna be a wild.
What about
ride.
you?
It's gonna be a wild. It's been a wild ride so far.
Moon and Hawk got back together. We forgot to say that.
Did they? No.
Sort of. Actually, no.
They didn't necessarily, but like they're working through some things. Yeah.
Yeah, they're working through their things, because she says like she helped him gain his confidence back. That was a sweet moment. Like, man, I love Moon. Moon is great.
Moon is like the best character in the show.
I mean, yeah, she is, obviously. She's the only non-problematic character.
Like, she started out as one of the popular girls, but then like right away she's just like, you know what? Like, this is kind of dumb.
I gotta figure my shit out. All right, what would you rate?
She figured her shit out right away. She's all about like peace and tranquility and like.
No, I didn't say they're dating. I said they're probably getting back together. I'm thinking they're probably getting back together. They're definitely getting back together. Come on.
Or
they are.
Or like they're both like grown so much that like even if they don't get back together, they'll be like best friends. Besides,
I could see that
being best friends. You know, like it'll be like his female bestie. You know, like
she's a big influence on his life. So yeah. Like, they either become best friends or they might get back together. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or she might help him move on. She might be like her, like, she might like be her she might be his Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Help him out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they like when you become besties with a gal, you know, like you like any like sexual tension you might have had towards her before that, like when you actually become like actual like good friends with like a gal, all that stuff goes away. Like it just disappears.
Yeah, you're right. I've been through that, so I understand.
Yeah. And I've had childhood female friends that have had like I said, like childhood friends, like we've never had any of that tension ever. And so like when you meet up like after like years of not seeing each other, like it's just like you never see, like I don't know, it's just like seeing like when your dude best, it's the same thing. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just how it is. It's just weird.
Overall, favorite character is Moon, obviously. A close second is Dimitri.
Dimitri's cool, dude. Like, yeah. I like season 4 Hawk. I like season 3, season 4 Hawk.
Yeah. Hawk had a good 2 seasons. Like, honestly, yeah.
I like Hawk's whole story, actually. Like,
me too.
Like, even when he's an asshole, dude, like you can tell he doesn't really want to be.
I feel like I'm gonna end up liking Anthony by the end of his story arc. I don't know.
I know, and I hate it too.
I hate it.
I don't
like
like
it.
I don't.
Because like for like 2.5 seasons, for 3 seasons, we've seen him just be the biggest dickhead of all time.
I don't want to like that kid, dude. Like throughout the whole show, he's just like involved in like his video games or whatever. Like, which is cool.
Exactly.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's such a dickhead. Like, where's my pancakes? And like all that dumb shit. Like,
yeah. That one girl that him and Kenny like, I feel like I'm gonna like her character. I feel like she's gonna be cool because she's already seems cool, and we only seen her for a little bit.
She's cool as fuck, dude. She just seems like a cool fucking kid that just wants to like be friends with people. Like
I'm Team Tori, but like I am not that big of a fan of her character yet. I like her character right now, but I don't like her to the point where I like Tori.
Tori?
Like she's definitely Tori.
She's one of the best characters in the show.
She's top 5, top 6. I would say she's number 6, but like I wouldn't say she's the best.
She's one of the best.
She's top 6.
Top 6. The show has like a lot of characters, so like top 6 is still awesome. Like
I know, but that's in the like. Love is like top 3, top 5 characters, and this is like not including like fighting ability. That's why like literally Moon, and obviously she's way better than Sam. A lot of characters are better than Sam.
Tori and Miguel have like the most relatable fucking stories for like average fucking people.
Yeah, Miguel is obviously in the top 5. Dimitri, Moon are in the top 5. Miguel is in the top 5. Let's see, who else would I add? Hawk is in the top 5. So that's already 4 spots. You just fucking
said like 8 people are in your top 5.
No, I said Tori, Miguel, Dimitri, Moon, and Hawk. That's 5. And then I also mentioned that like Sam was not in the top 5. Yeah. And then Tori would be number 6. Would you put Tori above all these people?
Who'd you put again?
Miguel, Hawk, Moon, Dimitri, and who was the number 5? Miguel, Moon, Dimitri, Hawk, and
I'd put her above Dimitri.
You above Dimitri?
Yeah.
But they're so nice, and I'm talking about just as characters. I'm not talking like I'm not including fighting.
As characters,
I forgot who I put as number 5. Also,
Dimitri is only important in Hawk's journey. Like he does have his own journey, but that is only there to help Hawk's journey.
Yeah, and I like him for that. He's nice. He's a good character.
But Tori, Tori has a
he's great comedic relief.
Tori has more dynamic story arc than
but Dimitri's good comedic relief, and you need that in the story. You need a good relief, and that is definitely Dimitri's sweet spot.
No, his comedy is annoying though.
I don't know.
For me, it was. I'm like, I fucking hate this kid. But then I'm trying to figure out who I put in the top 5. I like him. I like him as he progresses, but I fucking hate him at the same time. He's still just a whiny little bitch.
Who did I put in my number 5? I already forgot. Dimitri, Moon, Hawk, Miguel. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put Tori in 5.
There you go. There you go.
Y'all happy now?
I am.
That means Robbie would be number 6.
That's who you put as your number 5 was Robbie.
Was it Robbie?
I think so.
I'll have to remember.
But I got to use the bathroom and I got to go to bed.
Yeah, let's end it here.
Let's end it here, everybody. If you haven't watched Cobra Kai, you got to do it. It's a good show.
We just spent almost 4 hours talking about Cobra Kai. Fuck. And it's just season 3 and 4. Yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching. Follow us. Make sure to like everything that we that we are in, and also, all our social medias will be in the description. I'll make sure to put WeinerCast under my description, and Weiner would be doing the same thing for me. Probably not, but
No, I always put your SoundCloud info on. I always put your SoundCloud info on. So fuck off.
Bye.